played the wrong intro, but who cares? We're still riding here, man. Guys, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Look, guys, look. I have streamed so much. I think it's so much. Excuses and mistakes. So let's basically, you guys, you have to do all the talking. My vocal cords are dead because I didn't expect to have to do a freaking 2.5 hour stream because I didn't expect the game to go to extra time. So please, guys, you please do the talking instead of me because I want you guys to go for it. And I'm so happy that my dear friend Ahmad is here because the Marco slander is frankly disgusting. So guys, welcome to this Saturday Hangouts. We hope that you enjoy your time here. You know, I've got my drink here, you know, my produce drink here. I've got my thing here. And we know we're just, you know, have some fun. Have some fun and just talk football for the next few hours. So guys, remember, if you want to join in on the Hangouts, click the link in the on my Twitter page. I will try and create space for guys to come through. So I will try and remove guys, bring guys in, remove guys, bring guys in. So you may be in behind us. So I'm trying to get as many people in here as possibly, man. So I think the first thing we have to talk about, because I gave my whole Italy thing, so we've got to just talk about Italy, Chiesa, and so forth, and just what that's meant for these guys. So let me just, you know, bring in my remarks. So we're going to talk. I want to talk keys. I want to talk Chiesa and Italy, but you know, combine them together as one. So I want to come first with this to Mr. YSK Jackson. Why? That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up.
That's disgusting.
That's messed up. That's messed up. So YSK Jackson, can you please talk about Italy, Chiesa, and with Italy's performance, do you not think that this makes them firm champions, or does this now show a lot of their deficiencies?
I was gonna go in on this dude to start off with. But
which is why I said that Chiesa. I didn't talk about it. I talked about Chiesa. So please.
yeah, no, I want to save that. Chiesa.
No, wait, save that for when you're not selling anything, bro.
No, I will. Don't worry. Chiesa, man, clutch for Juve and Italy now. It's not just a club merchant, domestic merchant. You can't say that about him anymore. Dude came in very clutch, and that goal. You know what it reminded me? It reminded me of the '98 Dennis Bergkamp goal.
No, because you know, it's funny because before I went onto Twitter, I said, "Oh yeah, that's like Dennis Bergkamp." Then I go to Twitter, and Bergkamp is like the second thing trending.
Twitter. It looked very similar. But yeah, he came in clutch, and they needed that because that game, what Austria could have done is easily they could have sat back because the moment they took Arnautovic off, you knew what they want to do. They were just going to sit back and ride it out to penalties. So yeah, they came in clutch, and after he got the goal, the game was back open again, and Austria had to push for it. So.
But from that point, Austria got that 2-1, I was like, and they had opportunities.
Nah, but it was a little too late at that point. I think Italy are experienced enough in that position to ride the game out with that lead that they had, and obviously, like I said, they got the second goal, a very sloppy second goal. To be honest, I mean, defensively, you could easily could have avoided that, but. Like I said, they had to push forward because of the Chiesa goal, and to be fair play to Austria. You said at the on the preview, you said that they had absolutely no chance, and I think most of us. I mean, I got receipts if you want. I can get it up if you want.
No. Keep your filthy receipts.
So fair play to them, and they played well.
Talk about Verratti, bro.
No.
I didn't mention his name. This is Chiesa.
We have a special.
Yeah. We have a special. Yeah. Trust me, I'll remember. Yeah. I'll really remember. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's right. There's a special section for Verratti.
Yeah, very special section. It's called pest control. Pest control.
Whoa.
Jamal, he's being childish, man. Very childish. So are you losers in the live chat as well? Losers.
So I forgot what I was gonna say now because you just probably completely threw me off.
Sorry, bro.
Now, who wants to take over?
No, let me finish.
Jamal,
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, I have to go, man. So I'm sorry.
All right,
I'll
go,
be,
go, go, you go.
yeah, I'll be back for your boys tomorrow, man. That's when I'm going in. But you're lucky, it's you're lucky. I have to do something. So yeah, man. Yeah, all I wanna say is bro, I don't think this was the best game of quality, but for drama and entertainment, this have been game of the tournament. I mean, bro, this game was mad. And people
Oh,
might say,
dramatic.
yeah, people might say, oh, it was nil-nil. No, bro, it was nil-nil for a while, but it was the best, exciting, most dramatic game of this tournament, man.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. And bro, Austria did their thing. Because I was saying 2-0, 3-0 in the fantasy lead where we're doing. I said 2-0. I still get it because Italy also win, but I thought it would have been in 90. I was shocked, man. And bro, I just want to say somewhat Arnautovic. If this guy don't have a temperament and really concentrate and
He's
on
got
his game,
skill.
he's
He's got
talented,
skill.
man. Because when he was at West Ham and at Stoke, I always said this guy is talented. But bro, it's his mentality. Because there's a story going around when he was at Inter Milan with Mourinho. Mourinho said this guy always used to come late. It had a time for evening training. Mourinho tell him it had morning training. So Mourinho say, bro, come 10 o'clock for the evening training. But Mourinho lied and tricked him and tell him that how it had morning training, but it was actually evening training. And you know this guy still come late. So he still come late for
That's a mess up.
yeah, man. So he have mentality issues, but no, he's talented. And bro, Chiesa, I'm sorry, but this guy have the clutch gene.
Yes.
When his father was clapping his mom, I don't know, that sperm was clutch.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know, man. But when he was made, I don't know what his father did. I don't know if they did that on the stairs or on top of a building. But bro, the clutch, no, the clutch gene is in
Jamal, man,
Chiesa.
Wait,
goddamn,
Jamal.
kids, listen to
Basically,
this stuff,
they had
man.
to get it done. They had to
His
get it done.
dad
It was
was
last
clutch
second.
too.
It was last second.
Bro,
They had to get it done.
bro, this guy is clutch because I watched him against Porto. He was clutch. And this game, did you see that goal? Didn't you know
That was a
the
super. That goal was
control,
so good. Oh my god,
the,
so good.
the trap, the touch? I mean, it was beautiful, man.
No, no.
And what?
I mean, let's keep it real. Beckham's is the best we've ever seen
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
goal. But it was similar.
yeah,
But
Nobody touches Bergkamp. Go.
yeah, man. So I just want to say congratulations. And guys, this is a main point. I don't know anybody will mention it, but we are finally seeing Italy outside of Rome. And bro, if this is Italy outside of Rome, I think they can be getting at. I think people can beat Italy. I think the thing with Italy is at Rome, they are super, super good.
mm,
But outside, bro, they didn't look that good. Austria, to me, could have been the better team. I mean, extra time it was all Italy, but in the 90
because if they
minutes,
had better players, if only they had better players, yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. So I just want to say congratulations, Italy. And bro, Zad, I'm coming for you tomorrow, but I'm out. But you better hope your boy Zad comes clutch tomorrow, man, because I'm
He
on
won.
you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Larko lives. Larko Lerati.
Jamal,
Larko.
easy.
No, yeah, we'll save it.
Peace.
Pieces. Arman, talk to me, man. Arman, talk to me. Arman. Oh wow. Okay. What's it called? Ahmad, talk to me.
We were talking about Marco HH.
You know what? I want you to talk about Marco. Just Whitey, can you mute your mic? Whitey, you had your mic muted. I need to see that mute icon. Thank you. I want to see mute icons apart from Ahmad. I want to see good. Keep your okay. Ahmad, can you please defend Marco from the disgusting slander? Because you're the only guy that can bring objectivity and parity to the discussion. Can you please defend him, please? Thank you. Because it's been disgusting.
It is disgusting, H. I was watching the game like a normal guy would do. I thought Verratti had a decent game. He got subbed off.
Easy.
Then I go on Twitter and I see all the slander, man. I don't understand it. I know why, HH. It's because one, they want to roast you because of the narratives. I know.
Mention my name.
They want to roast you.
We must have been watching a different game.
Can Ahmad please talk, please? We need civil discourse. Can Ahmad, thank you. Ahmad, please talk.
So they want to roast you, HH, because of the narratives you have. And second, he's a PSG player. And we know PSG is the most hated club in the world. And
Yes.
this happens to all the PSG players with Mbappe.
So
Verratti,
what you're saying is that it isn't actually genuine. It's an agenda.
HH, all the slanders I've seen, I haven't seen a footballing reason why Verratti bricked it. Can people give me a footballing reason why Verratti bricked it? Because I think Verratti had a decent game.
Who was passing the ball to? He was passing the ball to that trash Immobile who was messing everything and
Verratti comes up and I'm thinking,
bro, easy, relax. What's going on? What's going on?
He's joking.
Yo, relax. It's too much bullshit, man.
It's actually
He's
ridiculous.
talking on his own bullshit,
Man.
Wait, let about talk about this. Talk.
It's actually ridiculous, man. Italy's attacker has been bricking it the whole game, and they are still slandering Verratti. For what? Because he didn't create chances. But if you look at his stats, he created the most chances out of all the Italy players, even though he played 70th minute. And the game was on for 120
Remember
minutes.
that through ball that he gave to
Insigne?
that Insigne messed up? How many through balls did he give that guys messed up?
Not only through ball, Jesus, in the first half. Look at the chances Italy had. They come from Verratti intercepting the ball and starting an attack. I don't know if you remember the left back, the shot he had in the first half when he shot it wide. It came for a Verratti interception. So, how can you guys say? I want the guys in the hangout to please tell me footballing reasons why Verratti bricked it, and then I will have a discussion.
Ahmad, who do you support again?
He supports football. Ahmad, don't answer that question. He supports football. I'm answering for you. He supports football. Now, Karen, what do you want to say?
Oh my god.
He supports football. Now what? So you see, Ahmad, you asked the panel, is there a footballing reason? And quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse.
I'm just waiting my turn.
That's funny. He just did that. He said quiet as a mouse.
I'm waiting my turn. I am waiting my turn.
Sorry, are we talking about Verratti here?
Ahmad is not.
I will accept the Verratti slander if you give me footballing reasons why he bricked it, not why the other attackers bricked it. I want footballing reasons for Verratti.
Okay, yes, you said. Let's see what lies you come up with then.
And I just want to say one more thing here. Just a footballing reason why Verratti bricked it isn't that Locatelli would do a better job. That's on Mancini. It's like putting two Kante in the France midfield and you blame Kante that France hasn't scored a goal. It doesn't make sense. So if you guys think Locatelli should have started before Verratti, that's on Mancini. It's not on Verratti. Because Verratti did his job. Look at the stats. Look at how he played.
Amen.
And Locatelli, he lost his marker on the second Austria goal. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's agenda.
Amen. Let me ask you this question, bro. How are you, bro?
Bro,
how are you
actually,
doing?
I'm pretty
Yeah, man, we haven't seen you in a while.
How are you?
We're really concerned for you.
After the PSG loss in the Champions League.
Yeah.
No, Ahmad,
whole LSU situation.
Ahmad, me and Bram are close. Well, I'll send you 4K pictures of the trophy, just sort of make you feel better and everything. It's fine, and the trophy looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Like looks good.
Thank you for the support, H.
It's in good hands. So yes, what filthy lies do you want to espouse to the audience?
You do know your Twitch streams, your YouTube, everything is being recorded, right? There's a big case on you on potentially interfering with football using juju. There's a big case, man. So all I'm saying is you mentioned
the mic.
Huh?
I said call to meet the mic, man.
But anyways, I'm just letting you know, man. If Portugal loses tomorrow because you picked Portugal to win,
No. That was
they're knocking on that door. They're gonna knock on that door.
Winning. No, I think Portugal are going to win the Euros, and that is a truly, truly big,
bro. You know how strong this guy's juju is. He said Turkey will beat Belgium in the quarterfinals, and look what happened to Turkey. They finished last.
Wow,
they finished last.
The guy is 36 years old, and you're still using juju. He's 36. He's 36.
36.
Yeah.
He can't even dribble. He can't even dribble now.
Yeah.
He can't even dribble now, and he's still using juju.
My God.
He's using juju.
My God.
I'm going to ask you a simple question. Give me a footballing reason as to why you hate Marco Verratti.
HH.
And what he hates with his family
You know,
and his kids.
you know, I love football. We all love football. That's why we're
Mhm.
here. We all have our favorites. I believe that Marcus Rashford is going to win a Ballon d'Or. Everyone thinks I'm crazy,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you
I
are crazy.
so I understand. Everyone has their favorites. Just some of you guys love Verratti, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to like Verratti, but I have never seen him. I there's might be a single game where I'm like, you know what, Verratti has balled. But other than that, I've never seen Verratti actually become one of the best players as you guys has described. This fantastic, the best midfielder in football. I've never seen that. I've seen that from Modric. I've seen them Tony Cruz have amazing games. I seen
Cruz.
Paul Labille Pogba boss it in the World
For
Cup
France,
2018.
not for United.
Speak
Not
on
for
it.
United.
Speak on it.
Bro,
Speak on it.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Not
So
for United. Go to
this,
Specsavers.
so the disrespect people show, like sometimes I show it to KDB when at times he balls. KDB does ball. When Pogba balls, when Bruno balls, and people still criticize him. But Verratti never balls, never shows up. The last time Italy has actually done anything in international was 2006. Verratti wasn't even playing in 2006. The moment Verratti enters in Italy, they get knocked out of what? They don't even make a World Cup, bro. This guy,
How's that down to him?
because he's the best player. He's the talent.
Yeah, see,
Uh,
you haven't
thi-
still
thi-
gave us a footballing reason
okay,
why he was shit
okay.
today.
I'm
And the
Ahmed,
Rashford reason isn't a good reason because
Ahmed.
I can tell you why Rashford is shit. A
Okay,
footballing
okay,
reason why
okay,
he's
okay,
shit.
okay. Ahmed, I mean, are you okay? Okay, Ahmed, I like you a lot, man.
We need
Ahmed, I
footballing
like you a lot.
reasons.
So
Bro, I like it too,
I'm
man.
not gonna bash on Verratti,
It's
man.
a footballing discussion, man.
Other players can do
Footballing reason.
other people are here to do the exact thing. They could bash on Verratti. But for me, I got angry because Locatelli got dropped. Because at the end of the day, it's all about balance. I feel like what Roberto Mancini tried to do is what Carlos Ancelotti tried to do when he assigned James Rodriguez. You cannot fit James Rodriguez, Toni Kroos, and Modric in the midfield three. You cannot fit Verratti, Jorginho, and Barella in the same team. You must have a Locatelli that's there.
But
Locatelli is one of the few players that can
What
do.
did Locatelli do to change the game when
He
he
changed the
came on?
tempo of the game. He was one of. Yes, he did. He changed the tempo of the game.
he
He
conceded
drove.
one goal.
He
That
drove.
what
Okay, he drove from midfield. He was one of the few. Verratti
Was he
plays
involved
deep.
in any of Italy's two goals? Yes or no?
Verratti's allergic to the penalty box. He's allergic to the penalty box.
No.
He never
But
enters the penalty box.
Did Locatelli was he involved in any of Italy's two goals? Yes or no?
I have to look back on it. I have to look back on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it. But anyways, he should have started. He in my opinion, he did change the game. When Locatelli when he came in, he did change the game. But this if I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a great game, guys. At the end of the day, this was a fantastic game. Italy, man, few Verratti fans, few, Mancini, few. You
It
guys,
could have been worse.
you guys survived because there was two goals that Austria scored and that was offsides. Let's be honest, guys. Austria put the ball in the back of the net twice and it was outside.
No, and that Arnautovic goal was a really good goal, man.
Yeah. So, to be honest, this is a very good game. I feel like Austria tactically in the second half were better. They were better. They just grew into the game. I don't know what happened to Italy. It has a lot. I think it has a lot to do with that midfield, Verratti. Why the quality of Italy has went down.
You're putting everything on Verratti. What did Immobile do? What did Insigne do?
You do
What did
realize they
Verratti
started
do?
playing really positive after he was off the pitch,
Let me
right?
be honest with you. Let's be honest. You look at Italy's goal scorers in this tournament. You take one of your main goal scorers out of the game in Locatelli, the only player that was bringing that was
Who did he score against? Who did he score against?
Actually, we're playing that game now. Who did he score against?
Yeah, no, he scored against neutral men.
He scored against the most dangerous team in the Euros, Turkey.
Okay.
But anyways,
No,
moving forward,
Locatelli has played good, but that's not the thing. Verratti is getting slandered.
Ahmad, it's
How
an
is that?
agenda. It's
I
an
know it's agenda.
What did he do
agenda.
today?
Hold on.
It's an agenda.
First
See,
of all,
Ahmad,
Wait,
What did he
Yassir has
do
been
today?
speaking
You
for
wanna
30
you wanna
minutes.
you wanna give
Wait, see, Ahmad.
guys, wait, hold on.
No. Ahmad has been speaking for 30 minutes. He's not brought one footballing point against Verratti.
That's
You see
what
how
I'm
wait, hold on.
Do you see how
Wait,
deep
wait.
this hate is?
I
Do you see
don't
how deep this hate
hate him.
is?
I don't hate
wait.
Verratti. I don't hate
You
Verratti.
do,
But
yes.
what
You
did he
can't.
do?
You
What
need to
did
admit it.
what
You need to
did
admit
Wait.
he
Okay,
made two passes?
wait. Let's see
What?
what YSK says. Okay, YSK talks to me. YSK, what do you want? What do you want?
See, okay, so you want a footballing reason why he bricked it, right?
You know, we're supposed to be praising CHIESA, by the way, but you know.
No, I already did that. I said I compared his goal to Dennis Bergkamp's goal in '98. So
I
that's
don't
enough
recall.
praise.
I don't recall
That's
you
enough
saying
praise. No, I did.
I didn't. Okay.
It's the amnesia kicking in again. You want a footballing reason? I'm hearing like, oh, he had 94% pass accuracy. He did this many chances. Where was the effectiveness? Like, I didn't see any
created
goals.
4 chances. 4 chances.
Immobile is
chances,
trash.
4 chances in-
Verratti
hold on, wait.
is trash.
So the guy gets away with creating 4 chances.
Let's switch it.
Completely
No. Let's switch it.
This guy's performance, he made Bruno look good against Villarreal.
What if? No, relax. Bruno is a different level of gutter trash. But let's do this. What if Chiesa started instead of Berardi? Verratti has 1 or 2 assists.
So now we're doing if, buts, and maybes.
No. We're doing reality. I don't do ifs and buts. I do reality. The
reality is that he didn't start.
No. The reality is Chiesa should have started. Verratti would have 2 assists, and you'd be calling him man of the match. That's the reality.
Jackson, what H is trying to say
I can understand that point. Hold on.
No, Jackson,
Go
what
on,
H is trying to say is that instead of just having an agenda on Verratti, look at the whole game. And the problem wasn't the midfield; it was the attackers.
No one has an agenda.
Immobile was shit.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. I want to get to it. I want to allow other guys to comment. Sure, I want to allow other guys to comment. So let me bring in this boy. Aman, talk to me about Italy. I mean, what do you make of Italy's dramatic dub?
I came into this game expecting a lot from Italy. I watched the previous games. I was excited. It seemed like a different Italy. It was like not too defensive. Mm-hmm. And then they come in today, and overall, I was a little bit disappointed from their overall play. I was thinking, these guys, they got to show me if they can beat Belgium or Portugal. And what I learned today ultimately was that the answer is most likely no, and they won't. I think Belgium will beat them or Portugal pretty easily. They were a little sloppy. They lacked the character that I thought Italy had. And when you go up, Italy's a very defensive team, right? But when you're going up a team that's defensive...
Wait, hold up. But wouldn't... Okay, I can agree with you that they were not very good, but didn't they show character in how they came back from a difficult position in extra time? Surely that's character.
Yeah, but I was expecting them to get it done in 90 minutes. I don't know about you, but I think that when it hit extra time, it's like, oh God, anything could happen at this point. Yes, it does. Yes, you're right, but I think it shows character if you do it against like a Belgium, a France, or a top tier team. This is Austria. Like, I don't know what the population of Austria is, but these guys are not known for having the best soccer team. So that's the reality. They were not even.
I'm pleased. I mean, it's a pet. Just it's one thing. Please use football in this thing. Don't use soccer, please. Please use football, please. Sorry. Thank you.
Football.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay. But generally, Italy is the defensive team, and we'll see that if they play either Portugal or Belgium, which is so exciting. I can't wait for that. Anyhow, they're going to be parking the bus, most likely. That's going to be their strong suit. But going forward, it's just kind of funny to see that they're not that good. They have to. Their best strong suit is playing teams that are better than them, they're like the dark horse. So in a game like this, it was interesting to see that they almost struggled a bit.
But I think like you make an interesting point in the sense of, and this is what I believe, and I said this at the start. Italy have looked good attacking, but I always feel that countries should never veer off their cultural identity. Italy's cultural identity is their defensive artist, and that is what has made them win 4 World Cups and I believe 2 Euros is by being defensive. I don't believe Italy can win a trophy this way. People may be excited about it and be happy about it. If they play this way against Portugal or Belgium, they will get Lara Crofted. They'll either get Lara Crofted or they're just going to get beat. They cannot, I repeat, they cannot beat Belgium or Portugal playing this way.
And they cannot start the rat ever again either.
Cannot, I repeat, they cannot beat Belgium or Portugal. I will pretend that I didn't hear that.
Can I ask you a quick question?
No, wait. Yes, but let me just have it. So, Rob, talk to me. Italy. Rob.
Yes. I think they played in the first 90 minutes not very well. They were not very clinical. But they stepped things up with substitutions like CHIESA, for example. But I do think that with Austria, I think it was a huge mistake taking Ronaldo, who was their best attacking player. And after that, they seemed to have no outlet in scoring goals, basically. Besides the one corner, that was a mistake from Jorginho. But other than that, I think Italy played pretty well over the 120 minutes. Except not having someone that could score goals besides the substitutions.
So, someone needs to mute. Yeah, I think you're... Oh, shit. Yeah, Aman, you need to mute me, man. You need to mute me, Aman. So you need to mute me because I can hear my background. So, Rob, do you think that from this performance from Italy, you still have faith that they can do something if they were to meet Portugal or Belgium? Or do you think that this shows serious deficiencies and they should be really, really worried by just how easily Austria were able to cut them up? I mean, like, what do you now make of Italy now as opposed to Italy after the group stage?
Well, they played amazingly well in the group stages, but maybe make some lineup changes. For example, start CHIESA instead of having him on the bench, for example. And maybe also start Locatelli again because he played amazing in the group stages. Because you also have Verratti, but Verratti hasn't done a lot so far.
Allegedly.
And Locatelli has done a lot more. So he deserves to start.
Okay. Cool.
Come.
What the fuck? Okay, Red Devil, talk to me. Red Devil. Red Devil.
He's in a spaceship, man. He's in a spaceship. That opening was crazy.
Into the core verse.
Wait. Yeah, Red Devil, please. Just talk.
PSG, Italy. Marco Verratti is an outstanding football player.
What in Jesus' name? Red Devil, please talk. Red Devil, just go. Red Devil, just talk about anything. Talk about anything. Just talk.
Anything. So we're talking about like why Verratti was taken off.
We're talking about CHIESA, Italy, and do you think that
Red Devil, there's a special
Italy? Where's the mute button? There we go.
I think you're getting
all right. So
okay. Yeah.
Tell me. Yeah. Okay. Italy. Italy.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Okay. Yeah. So I was saying from the group stage, I don't really understand why Case wasn't starting. So that still was mistake. I thought he was gonna start. So, so that's still quite bizarre.
He was on our team of the tournament. Remember?
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I it baffles me. To be honest, I think the big thing to take home for me from this game is that, like, I think a lot of us in the panel, like, to be honest, I remember in the panel, a lot of us said that this was going to be a walkover for Italy. I don't think anyone here gave Austria a chance at all. And much like with Hungary against Germany, it's going to be easy, it's going to be dominant. It proved to be that it wasn't going to be easy, and so it goes again to the fact that you should never really assume these things. Italy. From what I can take from this game, I generally think that if Italy come across as like a Belgium or France, Germany, possibly even in England, I'm not going to lie. Like I think they'll lose. I think they'll struggle because I've not seen from this game and a few games in the group stage, they seem to struggle so much against teams with low block, and I don't think they can really deal with players that can't run the pace. I don't think they can do that. So I just think. Because they're in the tougher side of the group as well. If I'm correct, the winner of this game do they face France?
No, they face Portugal or Belgium.
Belgium, yes. Either or, so like both are still hard, are still difficult. So I don't know whether they can face either one of those two teams, to be honest. Shout out to Austria, by the way. So I think Arnautovic was lucky. I agree that I think Arnautovic shouldn't be taken off. Verratti, I mean. We're talking about football reasons. It might be just something as simple as that he just wants him fit for the next game. He played 70 minutes. The coach still rates him. I don't know whether does Verratti have a yellow card. That's another thing.
I'm not sure. He might.
I don't think so. But he hasn't played for 1 month or 2 months.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't. He didn't look fit to it.
Yeah. So fit. So to almost me, it's fitness. It's probably tiredness as well. He wants to sort of pace him out. Like, to be honest. England should be doing the same thing with Kane or Rashford or stuff like that. That's why I don't think it's a specific football reason. I just think why play him for 90 minutes when you don't have to, especially if he's coming back from an injury. So when you've got that thingy on the bench, you can come in and do a business.
But what did he offer footballing? Like what to a team? What did he offer? That's something I want someone to make me understand.
See, Red Devil.
It depends.
If you remember.
I think it depends on the team against. I think against these types of teams, maybe not as much, but maybe when they do play against when he maybe gets a bit more space, maybe he might offer more. But that's my personal.
Is he a defensive midfielder, a box-to-box, attacking midfielder, a controller? What is he?
Well, he's not really been allowed to have much space, really, and from what I can see at times, he is being man-marked quite a lot. So this is the thing. Also, sometimes if at the end of the day, like. If you're not given space and if you've literally got like one person on you throughout the whole game, like what can you do? Sometimes there's nothing that you can do. And it's not because the player is garbage. It's literally just because you've been marked out of the game. And that's when you need your other teammates. That's when you need to have
a Locatelli.
Maybe play
this great Locatelli. What is great man? He scored 2 goals against Portugal.
I'm just saying. Sometimes that's why you need other players around you. Like, because if you guys just relying on Verratti to carry this Italian team, he's just man marking out in the game, especially if he's coming back from injury. And then what's he going to do? So,
you know what I wanted to ask you before this.
I just want to share something, guys. Please let me say something, right?
As a football player, and 100%, Marco Verratti is a considerably better football player than Cristiano.
Whoa!
Because football, an amazing football player is your ability on the ball. Because when people say, "Oh no, having your off the ball runs shows how good you are at football," no. That speaks to a role. Same as like having doing an amazing tackle or someone that makes you an amazing football player. No, that makes you an amazing defender. Look at that amazing pass you had. Another guy is doing as good at.
I'm hearing
the same guy. He's the same guy that said Turkey are dangerous. Wait. The same guy that said Turkey are dangerous.
Can you find out who that was because that has to be one of the smartest guys I've ever heard. It can't be, mate. I mean, no, I'm not that smart. No, Cole, I might be a bit, but I'm not that smart.
No,
I'm not that smart.
Let me ask you a question.
You said it. You literally said 100%.
I can't be that smart. I can't be that smart. I can't because that guy is a genius. Whoever says is a genius.
I have to ask you a question. Something I've been wondering for a very long time.
Yes.
You judge players on the eye test. That's what you said.
Allegedly.
Yes. I mean, don't.
Wow,
do you,
now it's allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now it's allegedly.
Is your eye test one-dimensional?
It's 4-dimensional.
If it's 4-dimensional, why does it take away a lot certain things from football? Why do you only look at
eye test is how good you are on the ball. Your raw footballing ability, your pure ability. And I've always said that Verratti's pure ability as a footballer innately surpasses every other midfielder of his generation. That's just natural ability.
So wait, what you're trying to say is that Verratti...
Basically, he thinks that Verratti's...
One at a time.
No, if a kid comes to you and say, "Hey, HH, you're amazing analysis. You know, you're one of the GOATs." As a footballer, if I want to succeed, what do I need to improve on? You say your technical ability. Is that what you tell the player?
If you don't have basic technique, get out of my office. Once you have that basic technique, then we can work on your mentality, your clutchness, your match management. But the very basic thing that I need from you is your raw footballing technical ability. If you don't have that, I never want to see you in my office again. Leave.
No,
guys, we're digressing. We have to move. We have to move. Wait. Let me get this easy. I need to get this job. So, shout out to your boy, Totally Awesome, man. So your boy, Totally Awesome, says, based on talent, Marco is the greatest central midfielder ever. Facepalm. Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome. You didn't have to bring Totally Awesome. You didn't have to put the facepalm emoji there. All he had to say was based on talent, Marco is the greatest central midfielder. No, I didn't. He's not the greatest ever.
Better than Pogba?
Can I land?
Of course,
because Zidane still exists.
Guy's smoking something else. He's smoking
because Zidane still exists. So because Zidane still exists, we have to respect Zidane. So he's up there. I don't know what number is.
He's up there with Zidane?
No, I said Zidane is ethereal. Zidane is from a different planet. Zidane is not mortal. If we're dealing with mortals, put Verratti in the conversation. Zidane is a horseman. He is.
So wait, hold on.
On a different level from everyone else.
No sense. This makes no sense. So wait, on your eye test,
I give up.
On your eye test, right? On your eye test, it's all about like basically
it's about
what you
effect.
see.
Hold on.
Wait. Let me talk. So with the eye test, right? It's about like how good you are as a footballer with the ball at your feet, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And me personally, when I think of the eye test, I think of players like Ronaldinho, players that get you off your feet and gets you excited to watch football.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that this rap gets you excited to watch football?
How? It makes no sense.
He's one of the most lethargic, boring midfielders I have ever seen.
Absolutely boring.
No. This is last good to say that we have to move on to other things because we have lots of topics to go through. All I'm saying that if you bother to watch him, which you don't, if you bother to watch him, you would see his superior ball control,
my eyes hurt.
Superior football IQ.
My eyes hurt.
This is agendas, H. They call him the
I know. Wait.
What about Jorginho?
Can I bring it as well? Easy. King Umbani. Thank you for the dub, King Umbani. King Umbani says Verratti or Jorginho. Two different players who play different roles, but I think if we're saying as a footballer, Verratti is the superior footballer, but Jorginho is better as his role, which is the metronome or the register of the team.
Do you need to play both of them in this Italian team? I think that's a good point. Like, and maybe that's
true.
Red Devil, their 30 games unbeaten run has been with Jorginho and Verratti together. Because you can't forget, Verratti has been injured this month. but he has a 30 games unbeaten run. And
that's
that has
not something new with
consistent
Verratti, though. He's always injured. Whoa,
No, but he has
he's
been
always
Guys,
involved in
guys,
that-
do you
in that
remember?
era.
Do you remember Verratti helping PSG to lift the Liga on this season?
Oh, that happened? Wow.
No,
Bro,
I
don't know
remember.
how-
I
as a
remember.
United
I
fan, you guys
remember.
can talk, man. I don't know
I
how
remember.
United
No,
fan you
no,
guys
no,
can
no.
talk.
I
Wait,
don't
I
Don't even
I
lift
don't
the
I
Europa
don't
League.
see
You're talking
I've
about the
never
Champions
seen
League.
him.
I remember. I don't know about you
Hey.
guys, but I'm just saying.
Hey.
I didn't see Pogba lift that Europa League, man. So
No, sorry,
You know-
I have amnesia like H's. I can't remember.
At least Pogba lifted a European cup.
No. But okay.
He's a World Cup winner. He's a World Cup winner. Just saying.
Okay. So panel, because I'm going to ask the panel: Verratti or Jorginho?
Verratti as a player, but
Jorginho.
Jorginho this year has been better, I would say.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Education made me hate. Like you destroy footballers for me. Hazard, Verratti. I used to love Hazard, bro.
Yo.
Your
Yes,
mic.
your mic is becoming
Is
better.
it better? Is it better? Is it better?
Yeah, I think maybe go away from your mic. Maybe I think because you're talking too much into the mic because it keeps on cutting off. No, all
Yes, you get too passionate, bro. You get too passionate.
No, I love football, and then it's come along.
No. Yes, if you
destroy
love football,
Hazard
you
for
should love Verratti. That's what
I
just
don't
makes
see
sense.
it. I don't see it. I don't see what you
Yes,
see in him.
so you think
Yes,
Jorginho is
you
a
do
better
because
footballer?
you have an
It's so
agenda.
frustrating.
Yes, you have an agenda because you like
Ahmad, be honest.
Can I ask?
Ahmad, be honest. Be honest, bro. Be honest. Does Verratti, when you're watching Verratti play, right? Peak Verratti. I don't know what that even is, but when you're watching peak Verratti, does he like make you excited to watch the game? Like, does
he does.
Get you off your...
Bro.
Yes.
I didn't ask you. Why are you talking?
No.
Mute your mic.
Why ask you the question? I said yes. It
No.
does.
I said
yes.
Ahmad.
Yes.
Answer the question, bro.
Yes.
The way he controls, the way he's press resistant, the way he creates chances is far superior like a player like Jorginho.
Thank you.
Say something.
Yeah,
Jorginho has been excellent, bro. But
yeah,
he has only been excellent now. 1 year ago, when he didn't fit in the system, all the Chelsea fans wanted him out. All the Chelsea fans. Bro, Chelsea fans hated him.
They hated Sarri. They didn't hate
And he
Jorginho. They
suited
hated
the system.
Sarri.
What about when he played for Lampard?
Wait. Let's just
They hated him. So this is reactionary, man.
From your boy Daniel Gonzalez, thank you for the dub. Daniel Gonzalez, thank you for the dub. Bless you. Daniel Gonzalez says, I think Italy were at their best in the first half. Don't get the obsession with Locatelli here. Let me repeat that again. Daniel, you know what? Let me repeat this. Daniel Gonzalez says, I think Italy were at their best in the first half. Don't get the I hear a child screaming in the background. Okay, phew. Thank you. All right.
Who is it?
I don't get the obsession with Locatelli here. Feel like the whole team got worse as the game went on. See, my thing is that Italy didn't play particularly well throughout the game. And I think that in the first kind of 20, 30 minutes in the first half, they looked good. Immobile has shown himself to be trash. Hence why Mancini got fed up and he brought him off. Berardi, I always knew, ain't that great. Okay, he did a few good into the group stage, but he showed that, you know what, Chiesa will now start ahead of you. What happened is that they just had game changers. And Chiesa, basically, everyone that Mancini brought on changed the game as an individual. They didn't play better as a team, but those individuals, it was Chiesa who scored the first goal off the bench. Bellotti came off the bench to replace Immobile, and he was the one that held the ball up and gave the ball over to Pessina, who scored. Pessina again, who came off the bench. So this narrative that Verratti, these guys were doing so badly, and when these guys came on, like, look at Telly didn't do anything when he came on. He didn't do anything to really affect the game. The guys affected the game were Bellotti,
considered the goal.
Pessina, and
considered the goal.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Let's leave this Marco thing out of.
Thank you.
We have talked enough about him, but
thank you.
I want to talk about
my dude.
Oh wait, where's this?
Marco Verratti, your boy Marco.
Where's this coming from? Where's this coming from?
First to Europe, man. It's a very talented midfield here, and I think that's.
YSK, I'm putting you in the employee sin bin, man. Amar, talk to me.
I just want to ask because what I felt that the biggest problem with Italy was lack of runs and energy, like in the attack.
Immobile is trash. He's trash.
Not only Immobile.
Yeah, it's a little land, man. Let him
land. I agree with him.
For me, the whole game changed when Pessina came in.
Immobile's been non-existent.
Mates, let's get talk. Let's get talk. I'm at talk.
For me, the game changed with Pessina coming and CHIESA because them two make so many runs, and that's where Italy has been successful in the group stages. It's about beautiful play. They have been good on the counters, the runs they're making. So that was a shocking feat for me. I think Barella should be dropped, man. Honestly, he hasn't offered anything this game and in the group stages as well. I think he should be dropped, and Pessina deserves a chance because he always makes so many runs and he plays for the team until he can't play no more. So I think Barella should be dropped, and CHIESA needs to start.
But guys, we got to be careful though, because this team. I remember the 2014 World Cup when Germany played Algeria, and Algeria gave them a game. They beat them, same score, 2-1, in extra time, in the round of 16. I remember that game, and it was similar to this game, guys. I can still see Italy going to the finals, guys. I can still see Italy winning this tournament.
I'm not so sure, bro.
I think
I'm
so,
not
man.
so sure.
I think so.
So coming first to you, Rob, man.
Where is okay? There we go. YSK Jackson, I will keep sin bidding you if you try to derail this whole thing, man. We move, and it's a good thing that we have Mr. Abdul here because we're about to talk about his own country, man. So 47 minutes. Denmark.
Lubrication.
Who said? I need to know the person who was willing to give. Who actually gave Wales a chance? Someone gave Wales a chance.
To be honest, I gave Wales a chance.
You, Red Devil, and someone else.
So Red Devil, why did you say Wales were going to win this?
No, I said Denmark. I said Denmark were going to win. I didn't say Wales.
No, you didn't.
I gave Wales a chance.
I didn't know. I said I remember. I said that Denmark's passion.
Sure.
Denmark's passion was going to.
But I know HH for a fact said he could.
I said Denmark would win.
No, you didn't.
I did. So okay. So
I'll get the clip out.
So no, don't. Red Devil, don't. So Abdul, from the Danish point of view, I mean, keep it real. Is this a case of Denmark could potentially reach the semis of the final, or are Wales just not a very good team? Or should we give Denmark more credit, or were Wales just bitterly disappointing in being circumcised in front of a live audience?
I think it's a mixture of both, because Denmark needs credit, especially when you take into account that two of their best attackers were not available today. No Yusuf Poulsen, no Christian Eriksen. And I don't know if you noticed, but our manager, he made a lot of subs early on because the players were taking knocks. They were having cramps. So from one aspect, when you take an overview about the situation, I think Denmark needs a lot of respect for what they've achieved, and also taking the circumstances into account. Like, they picked themselves up. What happened to Eriksen? Like, you can either make it, you can either allow it to bring you down and use it as an excuse, or you can use it to pull you up. You know what I mean? And I think they've utilized it to motivate them. So I think they need a lot of credit for it. But yesterday, I was actually annoyed when I came onto the Hangout because you were doing this like prediction, and every time I heard someone like every time I heard people side with Wales, I respect you're siding with Wales, but they weren't coming with good arguments because I asked the question to them: who plays in defense for Wales? Name me one defender.
Rodon.
But the thing is, people
Ben
like
Davies.
Ben Davies.
Ben
Davies.
Like it's Spurs rejects. Spurs, like
For
players
real,
that
man.
can't start for Spurs.
It's for real. The
You know
worst
what I mean?
defenders is Spurs too. Ben Davies. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm saying it's defenders that can't start for Spurs who have a horrible defense. So it says a lot when they can't start for Spurs.
That's wild. That's a lot of Spurs players in there too. Bale. Robin, Ben Davis.
So I just couldn't see how they were gonna keep us out. But on the other hand, like I feel like the way our manager, because our manager actually hasn't been there for long. He took over last year. I don't know if you know this. He took over last year, and one thing he's not getting a lot of credit for. I don't know if you noticed this, but there was this change in dynamics after the first 15 minutes.
Oh yes, Christensen.
Yeah, like that was tactical genius. You know, that's something that United fans they haven't seen for 3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. It was coming. This guy cannot help but mention United in some way.
I swear, all
can't
has
help
to
it.
be
He's obsessed with United. Abdul is obsessed with United. He's obsessed with United.
United are irrelevant.
Obsessed.
They will be irrelevant.
Abdul, easy.
Obsessed
Abdul
with
back.
United.
Abdul, that was it's Billy for the haymaker, man. It's been crazy, man. But Abdul, man, keep going, baby. Keep going.
Haters will hate. Haters will hate.
In regards to the game, I'm just so proud of like how clinical we've been. How clinical. Because
Dolberg, man, that was his beautiful strike, man.
Yeah,
that
but also like, did you see the one where he curled it and it hit the post? Like the technique, the technical ability in the side is underestimated. Like Scandinavian sides, they're usually regarded as just tall players that just like shoot the ball up and hope for the best. You know what I mean?
So Abdul, no. Say it with the chest. What are you saying? Are you saying that Denmark can maybe make a final?
You know, I'm unlike Osasuna. Yeah, I'm not gonna underestimate anyone. You know what I mean? I know Holland are a good team. I know Czech Republic are a good team. You know, I think don't get fooled by today because we were playing Spurs rejects in the defense. You know?
Come on, Abdul. Have some faith, bro.
Yeah, I have faith, but you know,
and also, Abdul, don't get it twisted. Don't assume you're facing Netherlands in the quarter. See, my thing is, you could very well face Czech Republic. No, but what I'm saying is that you could very well face Czech Republic, but the streets want Netherlands demo, which I think could be an amazing game. I think that game could be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like there's something special about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we made it to a semi or maybe even a final, because I don't know if people are aware of this. People, they seem to have short-term memory, you know. But Denmark beat England in November in the Nations League in Wembley. Actually, so
Abdul, Nations League, come on, really? Nations League, Euros.
I mean, they beat Belgium. They beat Belgium the week before, and they were having a party. So
actually, you don't rate the Nations League? You don't rate the Nations League?
No.
Why is that?
Yes, let's Abdul
finish. It's because Cristiano's won it. It's because Cristiano's won it. If Hazard won it,
Abdul, please finish your points.
So overall, man, I'm very proud of the team. Like the whole nation are proud. Like it's more about the thing that we've picked ourselves up again, and we're not just playing football and getting.
What's the mood like though? I mean, are guys like, hey man, we can really win this, or are guys just happy in the moment? Like, what's the sort of general mood?
We can't lose. That's the mood. We can't lose. We are playing like everything we do. Yeah, it's a win, regardless. Like the fact that we've gotten so far when no one we didn't even expect it. We are playing
first time ever a team has lost their first two games and gone through. So
that's like we are playing without fear. We are having fun, and you can see it in the team. You know what I mean? Like they are not being conservative. They are playing freely. Their passes are amazing. The passing was superb today, man. The way they were passing it back and forth.
They gave birth to will. I mean, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah, but they shouldn't get ahead of themselves. Like one game at a time. And tomorrow Holland and Czech Republic they play, and then from there we see, because I'm telling you right now, Holland's defense is shaky, man. Holland's defense is shaky.
I'm saying, see. My thing is, I don't want to jump the gun, because don't be surprised if Czech Republic beats Netherlands, and then we now say, oh, this is real dirty de boer. If, and this is a massive if, because Netherlands could lose to Czech Republic, if we do get what the streets want, which is the Netherlands, Denmark, bro, anyone can win that game. Because Netherlands are going to just play like how they play. And if they give Denmark that amount of space, it's going to be the Wild West. And if Denmark are this clinical, I mean,
and you know what as well? Like, I think people they're giving our attackers credit, but like give our defense some credit as well, man. AC, man. You know, I love hating on Chelsea, but AC, bro.
He's a UCL winner, man. See, Abdul, like when you have like a UCL winner with you, like you move a certain way, you know, like the way.
But what about Simon Kjær, man? Simon Kjær from AC Milan, bro. He's been amazing as well.
Oh no, he's been amazing, but he's a UCL winner. That's the thing. It's a big difference between a UCL winner and just like a regular guy. So I think Christensen is your ace in the hole because he's a UCL winner. So respect to UCL winner. YSK Jackson, let me come to you. And you sense a dub saying HH is Larco's sugar daddy. Let me just reiterate to everyone here, I am not anyone's sugar daddy. Okay, I repeat, I'm not anyone's sugar daddy. LSK Laxon, Denmark.
Allegedly.
Are these guys winning the Euros, man? So talk to me.
Do you get paid by Barco's people?
Last year lied. Talk to me, LSK, talk to me.
Man, this I fully enjoyed watching this game. It was.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh.
Can you talk, man? Just talk. Ignore it. Just talk.
He's still pressed about Verratti. See, these guys, if they win it, it will be one of those amazing stories. I think, especially with what happened with Eriksen, and I really think. Now, I don't want to put these like scenarios up, but do you think they would have been this good had what happened didn't happen and everything was okay? And then
you see, this is the weird thing. You see, my thing is that before what happened to Eriksen, I was like, "Oh, this German guy, this guy's look good." Yeah. It's weird. It's weird because I feel that they were already a good team with Eriksen. Like that portion they had before happened, Eriksen was like, "No, these guys are going to beat. They were going to eventually score against Finland and just beat them." But my thing though is, it's weird. I think with Eriksen, they would have still come second. They'd have still beaten Wales. And I still think that they could have still caused issues. Without Eriksen, you're losing a very important attacking player. But at the same time, psychologically, mentally, the team is augmented. So with Eriksen, you just have a good team. Okay, we just have a good team. But now without Eriksen, you're like, no, you now have still a good team, missing their best player, but now the mentality and psychology is heightened.
Do you know who replaced Eriksen?
The guy that was scoring goals.
Damsgaard. And you know, he also changed the formation because there's no Eriksen. He you know, Denmark, they always played back four, but now they play back five ever since Eriksen left.
Which is interesting.
That's what I mean. It's like they've completely switched up the style of play, and it's working for them. It's working for them really well. I think the first half of the opening game, they were very pragmatic in their play. Obviously, Eriksen. This is already a good team. Like individually, they don't man for man. They can't compete with most of the other big teams in here. But as a team, they're a very well drilled team, and
they play really good football as well. Really good football.
Exactly. And losing Christian Eriksen, at first you'd think because he is the star player in that team, was going to be a big blow, but in almost the opposite effect is actually, I think it's revamped this team. And before the tournament started, people were like, well, Denmark are like the real underdogs and whatever. But especially them being on this side of the draw, I really think they can beat any of the guys left on this side of the draw. Even Netherlands, because like Abdul said, their defense is suspect. England is who they are. You can never rely on them to get a result. And I think, somebody said, they lost to Denmark in the most recent competition they played in. So
YSK, you know what Osasuna, he called us yesterday? He said we were fodder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna speak on.
We caught
I'm
him
not
in
gonna.
4K. In 4K.
I'm not gonna speak on what Osasuna said because I learned my lesson in something that happened in May. I can't remember what it was, but something happened in May. Something big happened. But
Europa League. Villarreal.
Yeah,
Was it 10-11?
I don't recognize.
I think he considered like 11 straight penalties or something.
I don't recognize.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Shout out. Good evening, though.
Are you playing the Super Cup or are we playing the Super Cup? Oh yeah, we are playing the Super Cup against Villarreal. Interesting.
Yeah, good.
Sorry,
go.
Go.
Now, the guy who actually came into the team instead of to replace Eriksson, this Damsgaard dude. I've never even heard of him before. But he's actually balling in this tournament. He's balling in this tournament. And shout out to Goatweight. He scored. He actually scored. That's another goal more than Larry Lane, by the way. So that's Morata and Goatweight.
Should be the number 9 for Barca next season. He should really be the number 9 for Barca next season. I don't know why.
Is he still with Barca? I
think they let him go potentially. Maybe Abdul can correct me, but
yeah, I mean, he's just raising his price, you know. Because
or just keep him. Just keep him. Well, who else is going to come in?
No way. We have too many attackers now.
No. Goatweight is not a joke, man. That guy is not a joke.
You need people to score goals, man. No, not just Messi.
Whoa, wait. Abdul's Danish?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's Danish.
He's a Danish.
By the way, you know the funny thing. I don't know why, but you know, Dams when it's 2 A's after the G.
Damsgaard.
They say Damsgaard, but it's the 2 A's. It makes O, so Damsgaard.
Damsgaard.
Yeah.
Okay. So is anybody who here believes Denmark can actually win these Euros?
Actually, they did it before.
They have a chance to reach.
They won.
Relax, guys. We can't be passion merchants here, guys. This isn't Disney Plus.
No, but they have history in this tournament.
I'm pretty sure you're being a passion merchant when you said Turkey.
Okay, I'm going to Yasser. Talk to me.
Yasser. They have history in this tournament. That last time, bro.
92.
Bro. You know so crazy about that.
Grunge music, baby. That's like Ellie pop. Come on, man.
You know they didn't even make that tournament and they won it. They literally made that tournament because Yugoslavia got into they had like a war. I think that's when
wait, yes, what does that mean? That so
I'm
all
just
because
saying they have won it
in 1992, not a single member of that team exists now.
I'm just saying
how's an argument that they can win this trophy?
England has never won this trophy. I mean, they have history with this trophy. I'm a history merchant. I'm a merchant of teams that have won this tournament before. You know, like the UCL.
Yes, he is a proper British.
No, I like teams that have won the tournament before. I don't want these new teams to win it, like England and Wales. Nah, I want the usual candidates. Denmark. You know, come on, let's go. Let's do this.
Just quickly on Wales.
Wait. I think. Wait, Red Devil. I think you wanted to speak. Red Devil, go for it.
I wanted to say something too.
Cole.
You can let Cole go.
Just talk.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't see why people have a thing with Denmark potentially winning this tournament. So they probably deserve to win this game. I've actually looked at the clip. I did say that Denmark were favourites to win this game. Not just because of their passion, but because they actually have good players. And you mentioned Damsgaard before, who's actually having a really good tournament. I'd argue on the level of Gini Ronaldo as well. Kasper Schmeichel goals obviously been really solid as well. Christensen as a centre back. So, and when Poulsen and even Braithwaite or Goatweight has come, they've done the job and they're pressing, and especially their pressing game has been really good. I think in this Wales game, Wales actually had played actually okay for the first 15-20 minutes. They actually were all right. I felt like they were controlling the game and they were pressing Denmark. But it's almost like as soon as they concede the first goal, they just stopped doing that, or they just kind of lost the game plan as to what they were trying to do. Like, do we sort of defend and sit back? Do we kind of just go all out? They were kind of all over the place. And I think that the Danes really took advantage of that and basically just punished them pretty much. So Wales didn't have any other ideas after that. And it's just unfortunate. So, but there we go. But as far as them actually being candidates, on this side of the draw, I see no reason why they can't get to the final on this side. To be honest, they can beat the Netherlands. They easily went toe to toe with Belgium after the class there. So I don't see why they can't go against the Dutch, especially if they pressed the way they did against Belgium. Sorry. As for winning it, to be honest, on a good day, I think Denmark could beat France. On a good day, I think they could. Honestly, as I said, on a good day.
If Hungary can challenge them, keep them at bay, then Denmark can do some damage.
Denmark can beat France, bro.
So like I said,
you never know.
Nice. Somebody clip this. He said it right here. So
we can't, but clip obviously. So on a good day they can. But depending on whether France and whoever who goes to the final, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think you can underestimate emotion the same with things like when you play that extra, especially depending where the location is of the fans. I think that if they play, I don't know where their games are for the following matches, but if they certainly play at home and they have a lion's share of the fans on top of the players they have, yeah, they've got a good chance, certainly to reach the final anyway.
HH. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What's it called? Then LB.
Yeah. So this Denmark team, I'm not saying that they're not good or anything like that, but
they're better than Germany.
I think they're better than Germany.
They're better.
I just think that overall, the quality of Holland is a bit too much. Like I rate these guys like Duran Timber, Denzel Dumfries, Owen Wijnald. I rate these guys. Like these guys are really, really good. But I think where Belgium could win the game against Holland, personally, I would say with the striker, Kasper Dolberg. I think he will be a very, very key player in that game because I think what he brings is a bit of link up play. His movements too can make a difference. So yeah. But yeah, I got Holland winning it. I think Holland's quality is too much. I think it's way too much.
That's if Holland can beat Czech Republic, man. That's a huge
assumption. Oh, they can. They can.
Okay,
like
no,
Czech Republic are really good with the
100%. Chill. Check. 100%.
LB, talk to me, LB.
Look, from the very top, you got to give Denmark credit. The fact that they've found themselves in the knockout round of the Euros. No one would have thought that the players would have been able to bounce back after what happened to Christian Eriksen. The mental toughness of these players to somehow make their way to what is it the quarterfinals now after beating Wales. In terms of Denmark, going all the way and making the final and possibly winning it. Look, every tournament there's a dark horse. We know that last Euros, no one expected Portugal to win it, and they somehow beat France. So I'm not saying that they're going to win it, but if there's a dark horse, in my opinion, I would say it's probably Denmark. In terms of their,
did Portugal win the Euros? I didn't know.
Yeah, 2016.
Cristiano Ronaldo has Euros.
I know. Like Cristiano wasn't.
He
did nothing in the final game. I know. LB, go
he
for
was on
it.
the team sheet though.
I know. Cristiano, he didn't do anything in the final. LB,
he lifted the trophy though. Yeah, I mean, I think there's every chance that they can beat Holland as well, especially with this Holland team and without Van Dijk as well. They're quite, I'd say, vulnerable in the back. So yeah, I'd say that Denmark are a chance of A, beating Holland and B, making it into the final.
All right. I think we're done here with Denmark, and then I think, all right, next thing I want us to do is
side note, just a quick side note. If France and Germany end up in the final, does that mean that Havertz, Werner, Rudiger, Conte carry Chelsea?
You could make that claim, but if France and Germany make the final, the Kante narrative and agenda is alive and well, because that's why I've been very silent.
Yes,
You don't relax. Relax.
You don't. That's it, bro. Why would you even say that? That's way too much London Blues. That's way too much London Blues in one season.
A lot of players.
Manchester United fans, let me land. Manchester.
Way too much London Blues.
You don't want Kante winning these Euros. Hence why that's why France not touching. Portugal are winning these Euros.
What if Germany?
Cristiano is finally going to actually do something for his national side, something that he failed to do, and actually give his side a legitimate Euros.
But what if Germany was it in Harvard balls?
It's good because I'm happy I've got 3 United fans because this topic is for you. This topic is for you. So where we are, 1, 11, 10.
Just based on what you said very quickly. So are you saying that Portugal's going to beat your boys?
This is Juju. This is Juju.
Belgium.
LB, read my lips. Portugal are winning the Euros. We're going to talk about Portugal, Belgium. We'll talk about Portugal, Belgium. Relax. We'll talk about them. So, guys, I want to talk about Martial, and I'm very happy that I have these geniuses, these guys who I think are the experts in all things Man United. So just very briefly, Abdullahi, you are in the background. Change your AVI, please. I'm not bringing you into the thing with that AVI. So if you keep that AVI, I'm not bringing you on. So
nice hair.
What's Oh, you can see the guys in the background?
No, I see it.
Oh Lord. Okay, so what's it called? Martial. I want to come first to Red Devil here, man. Red Devil kicks. So this is more of a footballing thing, because again, this is not a Man United show, thank God. Martial at 19 years old, people believed that this was going to be the next big thing. And even when I saw him at Monaco, I was like, wow, this guy could be the next truly great player because of how good he was at 19, 20. But as we see with the guys who are really good when they're young, you never know how they'll be able to develop and go through. So for some reason, he's been out of form. He hasn't been playing well, and he's not deserved to start. And I think Cavani has simply been a far clinical better striker than him. So this is a footballing question, and maybe you can give the United angle, but I still want to keep this a footballing question, because I took offense to people's assumptions on Twitter and on YouTube, because you stupid, idiotic morons, you're not at training, you filthy losers. So is this a case of Solskjaer isn't doing his job as a coach and as a manager in getting the best out of someone that we all know is incredibly talented? Or is it a case that Martial simply isn't working hard enough to improve his game? How is the guy who everyone with a brain knows, I know this guy is an extremely talented player who should be in the Euros. He should be in his freaking squad. He should somehow feature in this team. But he wasn't in the World Cup squad.
You're joking, right? You're joking. He should do what?
Where is he going to fit?
No. I said that if he played like how he should play, he should have been in the squad. But he's not good enough because he's been played badly. So
he wasn't. Okay,
Wait. You know how many goals this guy scored for France?
Red Devil. We can't just have guys talking at the same time. Red Devil, talk to me.
So just to clarify a few things going on, he actually was in the French squad leading up to this, but the issue was that he obviously got injured. So that was the big thing. I'm not even sure whether he's actually recovered from his injury as of yet. I think he's having some stuff. So that's the key. He was actually a part of the French squad. He was called up, I think, in January or something like that. Was part of it. So that's by the by. If he was fit, he'd be in the French squad. Whether it's start or not is another matter, but he'd definitely be in the French squad. Now, regarding obviously this year, yes, he's had a bad year. But the previous year he was our top goal scorer, and Solskjaer was manager for both seasons. So at the end of the day, I think fundamentally it's literally as simple as the fact that he just didn't have a good year this year. He had a couple of injuries, as you said. Cavani came in, and obviously did well. Pogba obviously moved into left, and Solskjaer preferred him in that position. Sometimes Martial was fit. There might be some things going on in the background, potential with his attitude, but I don't think that's the case.
And his wife's cooking. His wife's cooking.
Well, we've already had the conversation that there's a reason why Jack Grealish does what he does, and Martial this season anyway has done what he does. So these are factors beyond our control, man. So just get him some jollof rice, some agussi, some jerk chicken, and maybe he'll be fine. So, but to be honest, like from what I'm hearing, and that Marcus Rashford is basically going to be getting surgery after the Euros, and he's most likely will miss out for the first half of the season. We can't really afford to let Martial go anyway, because who really comes into play on that side? And as in quote bad as you guys think that Martial's been, I still rather Martial play on that left than Daniel James, because that's really the
respect the Caucasian Usain Bolt. Respect the Caucasian.
I don't respect. I respect the Caucasian Usain Bolt over the Zard. I get that. I'll give him his props over Zard. There's no doubt about that. So, score more goals than Zard this season. Had a much better season. So respect Daniel James over Zard. He even beat his country beat Belgium in a year or something. So it is what it is.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
No.
When is that suing you for damages?
I did that to piss you. All of you people, I did that to piss you off. So all of you people who
had the heart attack, man.
No, all of you losers who've insulted Marco, all of you losers who still think that trash-ass piece of crap, Christina, is a quality football player. All of you losers who
somebody called pest control. Somebody called pest control.
And I hope
there was a rat on the loose. Somebody called
I
pest
hope
control.
you are listening to this on maximum volume on your headphones, and hope that your ears are now bleeding now. I did it for you to piss you guys off. Red Devil, continue.
It's shit like this that you say that is the reason why you're choking in.
Red Devil, continue. Red Devil, continue.
So basically, I'm so sure of it. We can't afford basically to let Martial go. I don't know where these rumors are coming from, but I don't see any legitimate sources, because we don't have the players. Even if we sign Sancho, you still basically have, at least sort of going into the season, okay, Sancho, Cavani, Martial, Daniel James, and Greenwood, and then Rashford obviously will be out, and Greenwood is probably going to be the backup number 9 to Cavani.
No, that's because I want to ask the real questions.
Yeah.
Do you still believe Martial at Man United can still be regarded as one of the best players in the world? Do you still think that he can realize the potential that people saw of him?
To be honest, I don't think many players at Manchester United can be, while they stay at Manchester, can be considered, if I'm honest, some of the best players in the world. But I don't necessarily think they have to.
Marcus Rashford.
Oh wow, such disrespect to your almighty Bruno.
No, Marcus Rashford.
No. It's a team game, man. It's a team game.
It's real. It's being real, man.
You don't have to necessarily be the best in the world. But for me, not like Liverpool and all teams, it's about the team. It's how you work with the team. So Martial doesn't have to be the best individual in the world, but what he does need to do, and I need to see more of him actually working with the team. Okay, and in that season, I thought was previous last season, one thing that was great about it was not that he scored the most goals for United, but also the amount of assists that he did. The fact that he obviously brought people into the game and really saw that. At times this season, I felt that he was actually trying too hard because he wasn't scoring. So rather than pass the ball or give the ball, he would just overdo it, and then it would just come out as a mess. So it's I always say the first thing is, if you're not scoring a goal, at least try and help someone else score a goal. Because then as bad as Werner can be sometimes, if he's at least helping someone else score a goal, that's why he's justifying himself being in the team. If you're not doing either or, then you're just useless. So that's what we need to see more of Martial going next season.
But the answer is, you don't believe that he can be regarded as one of the best players in the world while at Man United. You don't think that can happen?
Well, it's
because that's what's his trajectory. Because that is the question I want to ask. Because the main question is, Martial, we know what it was at 19, and we know that there was apparently a clause in his contract that says, if he wins a Ballon d'Or or something, United get some extra cash.
No, HH,
Ballon d'Or, are you kidding me?
Red Devil, go ahead.
The thing is, the thing is that like we still need to be the best in those, but you still need a team around you. So like it's like saying, okay, so is will Mbappe never be considered a good football player if he doesn't win a Champions League? If he stays at PSG,
he's a World Cup winner, teenager.
We call it a one-season wonder. Then you know what I mean. So as opposed to a consistent player, because you have to have at least a good team around you to relate that world class, not just as an individual trying to carry the team. Those days are gone. So Martial can potentially be a world-class player, but he also needs a semi-decent squad around him. And for so many years, to be fair to United, they haven't had that. So, and the thing is that you need to ask
because I want to bring some of that. But just round off your points because I want to get some.
But my point is as simple as that: is that like you got to look at the context of the team, and then at the end of the day, like if you're still scoring the numbers they were scoring last season, despite the team not necessarily being as good, and then obviously in the previous season under Van Gaal, then that says more about him than it does about the team. So yeah, he can be good. He just needs
not fair.
Team around.
That's not fair, Red Devil. That's not fair.
But I see what you're going to reach his potential.
Who here believes that Martial, wherever, can still end up being world class? Or
he can. But I'm a United fan, like Red Devil and YSK Jackson.
Yeah, we know
I
this
love
already.
Martial. I'm like Martial FC. That's like I'm part of that. Like I'm steamrolling that. I love him. But
wait. Yes. Let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
Do you love him? Do you love him as a footballer, or just is there some kind of personal connection?
No. As a footballer.
Because bro, no. If you're basing it on a footballer, the guy has been one of the most inconsistent players for us for the longest.
But why skate? Like you guys. I look at things.
If you're just basing on 1 or 2 seasons, he has a couple of good seasons under his belt at United.
Why skate? We have to look at things in context. Let's not forget who signed this player. This was a Louis van Gaal sided, and I feel like the one manager that was actually that came to Man United that was a coach that liked to develop the youth was Louis van Gaal. Louis van Gaal played players from our academy that I've never heard of, like Tyler Blackett, the Paddy McNair. He gave Fosu Bessa his debut. He gave Marcus Rashford his debut. Louis van Gaal, he was a coach. That's what Martial needed, and that's what Martial is lacking: a coach, a Pep Guardiola, someone to coach him. So,
he was our top scorer last season. I don't understand.
No, I guess that he was our top scorer last season, but if I'm being honest, he wants to play as a number 9, and I bet you we don't see him as a striker. No, that's what Martial wants to play as a number 9. He does not want to play on the left side. Martial is not happy playing on the left side.
Yeah, see, the question is, what streets want to know is, can Martial still be regarded as world class, or can he still win a Ballon d'Or before his career ends, or has that ship sailed? We were presented as this could be the next big thing at 19 years old.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Be honest.
I don't know.
We expect him to lie.
The biggest strong suit is his man management, and I think what Martial needs more than anything is a coach, and we don't have good coaches. Yes, Martial has scored. Was our top goal scorer. I get that, but with Martial, it has everything to do with him, like a coach that would consistently help him learn the striker role to actually become the number 9 that he wants to be. Because that's just my opinion, and I don't see him being our number 9 ahead of Cavani, ahead of Greenwood. I don't see that, guys.
Wait, super quick.
Can I say something? I want to talk about.
No, court. We'll go around the room, and I just want everyone to give a short answer. It's very simple. Answer is this, and also I want to hear people in the live chat. So people, this is for you, the live chat, and guys in the panel. Simple question: do you believe Martial can still be considered one of the best players in his position in the world by the time he finishes his career?
Yeah, let me go.
Left or striker.
So
I want to speak.
LB, yes or no? Do you still think that Martial can be? And it's very simple, and we're going to move on to the next topic. Martial, do you still think he can be one of the best in the world before his career, or has that ship sailed?
I think that ship has sailed, in my opinion. Short, sharp.
Mr. Holland. Wait, Mr. Abdallah.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. I think yes. I think he can be not. He can be one of the best. He's just having an off season. It's just immature, impatient United fans are just going on his back. I think he's just having an off season. He's had most of his seasons that he's been at United consistent. So just have some patience, to be honest. Otherwise, you'll regret it. I generally think it'll be a regret.
Yo, Holland. It's been 6 years, bro. What kind of patience do you want to have?
I don't know what games you were watching, but I don't see any.
I think under a better coach. I just don't think Solskjaer is the right coach.
He has had Van Gaal, Mourinho, and
goal scorer
Solskjaer.
last season under Oli. So
No,
he doesn't carry the
momentum under the right manager.
Okay, so what's it? So, Mr. Abdullahi, do you think Martial can still regarded as a top player before his career, or do you think it's finished for him?
Firstly, before I speak, how the heck do you disrespect Ballon d'Or? That is a disrespect.
Yo, easy. What's wrong with this guy?
That is a disrespect. When you talk about Ballon d'Or, you have to. There's Leo Messi, there's Ronaldo. How on earth did Martial sniff Ballon d'Or? How? We move. I think the problem is under Luis Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, it's kind of show how good of a player he is. And I think in his best last season, he was the top scorer. But this is the problem.
Just say Luis Van Gaal.
There's a difference between a manager and a coach. There's a difference between a manager and a coach. And I don't really think his ship is silver. I think for me, with a better manager, it could kind of become not the best, but in his position, it could become that player United and everybody want to see, Antonio Martial. But the problem is, they need a better manager that can kind of coach him to elevate his game up. And then elevate his game up. For me.
Okay, so, all right. Abdul.
For me, his finishing is just lacking too much. You know, he gets in right positions, but his finishing is lacking. But just one quick thing before moving on, because it's funny that you mentioned this Ballon d'Or clause. Because yesterday, like in the group chat, I said, actually, United boards, they are low-key geniuses because they add these team awards and team achievement add-ons and bonuses in deals when signing players and Ballon d'Ors, and like they haven't had to pay a single one of those bonuses since 2013.
There you go.
Wow.
See? That's the
This is the first time I've ever seen this guy hail something for United.
Gatlock, keep it short and sweet, short and brief. Martial, will he be that dude before the end of the season or no?
Be respectful. Be respectful.
I just said earlier, it's been 6 years, man. That's half a dozen. Okay, I'm pretty sure you had hair back then. Okay, so it's like, dude, it was a very long time ago. That was when the treble happened of Barcelona, bro. That's how long. That was before the three-peats happened. Okay, that's when this guy came into United, and he has had Van Gaal, Deschamps, who's the other guy, Mourinho, and Solskjaer. Okay, at least for Pogba, he's good under Deschamps and Allegri, but Martial has been messing up in all these things, and he wants to be. The problem about him is his attitude.
Very simple. Will he or won't he? Simple question. Will he or won't he?
No, I don't think so. He has to work on his attitude, or else he'll just be there. I think it's his attitude. He's a talented player, but it's his attitude, man.
Okay. Cole, Martial, will he or won't he be that dude then in his career?
If Chelsea lose 8-2, will you come back down to earth, HH? That's my question.
Arman, Martial, do you believe that Martial can still do that dude for the end of his career? Yes or no?
Needing to be sacrificed.
Arman. Okay, let's keep this moving. Let's keep this moving, man. So what are we doing here? I need to talk about Elia.
Who?
I need to talk about Elia.
Elia, a
guy who tells like.
Let me hit this.
No. Hold up. Chill. Relax. Let me hit this. So, from your boy, Clayton Cruz. Thank you for the dog, Clayton Cruz. Clayton Cruz says, "Yo, HH, if Ronaldo wasn't in the Euro 2016 squad, do Portugal make the final in the first place?" Oh, Clayton, thank you for mentioning that. See, Clayton, people love to use that.
Hater.
Here's the thing.
Hater.
Wait,
Cristiano.
can you repeat what he said? Can you repeat what he said?
Oh, I can. I'll
Yeah,
even say it slowly.
please.
Clayton Cruz says, "Yo, HH, if Cristiano, because Ronaldo is taken, that's trade.
You called him Ronaldo last hangout.
If Christina wasn't in the Euro 2016 squad, do Portugal make the final in the first place?" Well, Clayton, you're right. Cristiano helped Portugal to make the final. But this is the key thing. Every great player has a great moment in a major final. You cannot be great if you don't have a great moment in a great final. We know what Pelé did in 58 and 1970. We know what Ronaldo did in 97 and 99 in the Copa America, and what he did in 02. We know what Maradona did in 86. We know what Zidane did in 98. You must have a major moment in a major final. So it's all about the good that you helped them to the final, which means that Cristiano is Santa's little helper. That's what he is. You're not the alpha. You're nothing more than Santa's little side chick. Can I finish?
Loves hating on the goat. Loves hating on the goat.
My God in heaven. Unless he ends up top scorer, where he scores more goals from open play than penalties, and he balls in the final and scores the winning goal in the final, that will be the only way I will recognize him as a Euro winner.
By the way,
right
guys,
he is not a legitimate Euro winner.
Guys,
and
guys,
you must
that wasn't a condition. That wasn't a condition at the start.
Wait, what did the 220? So, let's talk Pep. Let's talk Pep.
What if he doesn't play in goal? He's
bro, this guy is desperate, right? He's so desperate. He's making up conditions as he go along.
Why is he crazy?
He'll score. See, Cristiano will score 10 open goals, and it was like, they have to be outside the penalty box.
Guys, can I introduce this, please? So, let me introduce this, guys. So, Pep Guardiola. Let me give myself full swing. Pep Guardiola said he's poor. So Pep Guardiola told us that he's skint, and he basically has to borrow needles off the homeless dude in the defense warehouse. Basically, has to beg for food, and he's an orphan. This is what he told us.
You're lying about calling somebody a liar right now.
They asked him straight, that's Pep. Who are you going to buy this summer? He was like, nope, we are poor. We have to borrow money from banks. We have to beg. We have no money. This is the same man that said that, can you place Aguero? He says no, we cannot. What he was crying
with tears.
And the very next tears.
No, let me. Can I just say something?
No. Can I bring in? And first, I'll give you
that. Let him crash, guys. Let him crash.
So the issue we have with this guy is basically that's why we're like the doctors here. We have to now diagnose what the issue is, because it's one of two, it's three things. Either he's an alien, he is mentally, psychologically insane, or he's a liar. So it's one of these three things: an alien, he's mentally insane, or he's a liar. Because we caught you in 4K. You said in 4K triple HD that you have no money, but you're now going to spend 300 mil to buy both Kane and Grealish. Like, I don't know what these journalists are. Someone's going to put a mic to his face for him to say that. So let me confess to Mr.
Maybe they should send out a Nigerian guy again.
Let me just say, first of all, what do you expect? What do you expect? Oh, you're supposed to tell him, say we have 300 million. He comes out in the press conference and says, "Oh, the club has given me 300 million to spend." Every single club will probably raise their prices for the players that we want. There is clearly some logic.
Don't say you have no money. just say I plead the fifth. To say you have no money.
No, plead the fifth is US, right?
He would set up. He would get himself sacked by saying we have 300 million or we have this much.
Wait. Did you listen to what I just said? You don't have to say that after 300 mil.
I
Just
don't
say
know.
that, well, we have to think about it. We have to take this, but we're not really making any decisions. He categorically said we have no money.
Negotiation.
What?
These are just
negotiation.
These are just rumors, by the way. There's actually nothing been confirmed from the City board that certainly for Grealish, Kane possibly, but there's nothing.
I don't want Kane. I'll take Grealish, but I don't want Kane. I don't want him anywhere near my club.
You don't want England's talisman?
I don't want Kane. I honestly don't want Kane. I honestly genuinely don't want Kane. I would rather have Andre Silva. I would rather have Andre Silva and keep Jesus.
I think he has the Pep syndrome.
Do you think City will be able to win a Champions League without Kane or some sort of attack?
Kane is not probably going to be fit for that. When we need him.
That's facts. That's facts.
Come on.
I don't know whether you win the Champions League without.
Okay, bro. Let me ask this to the people, and also I want to ask this to the live chat as well. So to live chat to get in here as well. Is he? If let's say this is real, let's just act that if it's real, he's trying to get him Grealish. Are these players he's getting to solidify dominance in England, or does he feel these are the players are missing to win the Champions League?
He's trying to win a trophy that he hasn't won before.
So without Messi.
So no, yeah.
To be honest, like Pep Guardiola, like if it was up to him, Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, is it really his type of signings? Like, I think he would rather someone from like some youth product from Spain. Like he doesn't strike me as the manager who goes out and demands a Harry Kane, if you know what I mean.
Can I just say something?
But also, no, Abdul. Like, let's keep it real. Yes, he got beat down, slapped, destroyed, and embarrassed by Chelsea in that CL final.
It was 1-0.
It was 1-0.
I know he got outplayed, and it was embarrassing. It was a terrible beat down, and he was totally larynx and Lara Crofted.
It was a long ball
by Chelsea in that CL final. I know that Pep got embarrassed by Chelsea.
Focus on the people.
It's more like the prestige of the signings.
The thing is that Pep, because he's a domestic merchant that can't win the CL without Messi, based off of his domestic prowess, I think he's bought enough cachet to be like, no. Nobody enforces any player upon me. If this is real, this is from Pep Guardiola. Because he's afforded and he's put himself in a position where no board can enforce any player upon me. So, because would
you agree that it's more statement signings? Harry Kane, Jack is statement signings. It's not typical Pep signings. Pep, he likes like the not yet world class players, or not yet superstar players that he turns into superstars.
But Abdul, here's my thing is maybe stubborn Pep is changing. Maybe Pep, and I'll be right, but maybe that CL final has said, Pep, okay, relax, take your ego out the window, get the finished articles you need, who will be able to win this CL for you. Because that is the main aim. You've done everything.
That's not the main aim. Bro, have you forgotten the trophy that he hasn't won?
How is the Harry Kane and Jack Grealish gonna win him a CL when they like never played in that competition, and like never performed in like a high at the end of the competition? No experience. Like Jack Grealish, he's never played in Europe. Like how is he gonna win him the CL?
He's a fraud. He's living up to his name.
So okay, see, my thing is that
he did well for Barca, so things happen.
Okay, look, see, my thing is Kane. Okay, I'll put it out here. How well does Kane do if he goes to Man City?
Dude, you do
3 years. 3 years max. 3 years max.
HS, can I speak on this?
Yes.
HS, here's the thing.
How
good can this Man City team be under Pep Guardiola domestically. They have won everything domestically. They have won the quote unquote the domestic treble. They had 100 under Pep Guardiola. They had a treble that
Jeez,
Yassi, man,
God, meet the
Are you
Glazers to
sodomizing
give
your
you something. I
microphone?
beg.
Huh?
Oh, no,
God,
Yassi,
meet the
like you're
Glazers.
like
Yassi.
doing something illegal to your microphone because I mean you keep on cutting out. So maybe you need to put your microphone away because it's always going like that. Or
Okay, can I
something.
talk about it?
Wait. Okay. Let me go. Yassi, Red Devil, then Abdullahi. So Yassi, finish your point.
Yo.
Can I go after Abdullah?
Is it better now?
And then no, Dottie will be there. Yassi, go for it.
No, you know this guy Pep, man. He's a big fraud, HH. I mean, this what really pisses me off is the persona he gives to the media. The media loves this guy. I don't know why. This guy said, "Cry, we can't replace him. We can never replace him." Are you kidding me? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? Aguero's family had to come out because they were so furious about the fakeness of this man named Pep Guardiola. It was Joseph Guardiola. The fakeness of him. The fact that now he's going to replace Aguero with two players in Jack Grealish and Harry Kane. And then the fact that he said he had no money. I don't understand that people that lie unprovokedly. Why you lie in the first place? We know that Man City has money, HH. Everybody knows Man City has money. Everybody knows financial fair play doesn't exist anymore. No one cares if you spend your money. But why are you going to lie about it? Well, I don't get that. And honestly, I'm going to say this again. How good does
No, wait, hold up. Bright's truth, you piece of crap. Try and say it. Why don't you come onto the Hangout so I can show you how much of a flipping fool you are? It's very simple saying that behind a keyboard inside the basement of your foster mother's home. If you're so brave, why don't you come in and say without and you call yourself Bright's truth, bright lights. Yeah. Come out of your foster mother's basement. Okay, put some clothes on because I'm not speaking to anybody with expired, soiled, and piss-stained underwear. Then come and say this to my face, man. Thank you. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Pep Guardiola, I was a big fan of him when he was in Barcelona. I loved the Barcelona team that he made. I liked it. But then the reality is also
He made.
Let him land, man. Let him land.
I don't want to get into it, Garlic. But anyways, it's just that I just don't get it, HH. Why? I can see the fakeness of this guy, everyone can see it. But then the media protects this guy like he's a media darling. That's what he is. He's a media darling. I was watching ESPN FC, and when the comments came out about his father and his brother against Pep Guardiola, they were like, "Oh my God, I don't know why Aguero was damaging the relationship of Pep Guardiola. I don't know why his family is coming out and saying this. This is being unprofessional by Aguero's side, this and that." And I was saying, bro, the moment Pep Guardiola came to Man City, this guy was trying to replace Aguero. He did it. He couldn't replace.
He's a weirdo. Yes, he's a weirdo. But sorry, yes, just very quick. Bright's truth. See, if you want to insult me, you have Google. At least be grammatically correct, you dumb moron. You wrote with your dumb brain because you stupid to argue with. Because you are stupid to argue with. The fact that you don't even know grammar and you call yourself Bright Truth, why should we listen to anything that comes out of your dumb brain? Thank you. Yes, please continue.
And then let's just talk about Jack Grealish and Kane. You have the best Man City team was 100 points Man City team, where they had Aguero and David Silva and company playing. Is this Kane and Grealish going to make them as good as that team? That's the question. I don't get the point of Man City. Do they want to just dominate England? They have already done that. They have won how many Carabao Cups, FA Cups, Premier League titles? At the end of the day, Pep Guardiola, you must win the Champions League. All of this is nonsense. Kane, nonsense. Grealish, nonsense. We signed these players, and you still can't win the Champions League. What are we talking about here? This is what you were brought here to do. This is what you were brought here to do, man. I mean, this guy, Pep Guardiola, I have no other words to say about him. Fantastic manager, fantastic coach, one of the best coaches in the history of football. But the fact that people make this guy out to be perfection, that's what I get pissed off at. The fact that this guy gets no criticism is what I get pissed off at. The fact that this guy is two-faced and people don't expose this guy is what I get pissed off at. I don't get it. Is it because of Mourinho? Do people hate Mourinho so bad that they love Pep? I don't get it.
Yeah, no. The hate for Mourinho is real. It's real. So guys, so what is okay? So I said I was going to come to.
How did you let a guy called Bright Truth rattle you, bro?
It's no. I was, you
were rattled.
No. Abdul, I am the most relaxed, chilled person in the world. But you know what? I say, you know what? I've got time today. I want to just expose him and just really just get on him. Because there are times where I just, I've got time for you for now. I don't normally do, but for you for now, I've got time for you now. Gatlock, talk to me.
Bro. How do we put this? Pep Guardiola, he has the media he just twiddling them in his fingers, man. Like, none of them like to, criticize. I don't know why, but for some reason they just don't like to criticize this guy. Like, don't get me wrong, he's an amazing manager, but there's sometimes when it's like, bro, at least be fair, But anyway, going to this Grealish and Kane stuff, I understand why he's getting them. Because this year he actually did well with his defense. That's last summer window. He did well with his defense. His attack is good. I think he just needs he needs like a Lewandowski kind of striker where somebody to actually finish. I don't think he has had. I know he had Aguero, but although Aguero is short though, and he hasn't really turned up towards the end of the Champions League. I think Kane can help. And the thing is, Kane is injury prone, but the thing is, because Tottenham depend on him so much, in City, I don't see Kane playing that much. Pep will not be bullied to playing Kane all the time. So I feel Kane will actually be more available for those knockout stages and it will help. And as for Grealish, I do feel he will thrive under Pep Guardiola. I know that he hasn't played in the Champions League much, but with more time and more experience in the Champions League, he will get the hang of it, like Mahrez did. Mahrez came from Leicester, and look at what he did in the semi-final against PSG. So it's just an issue. And look, let's be honest. When he said City didn't have any money, who believed him? Okay, you're sitting on top of oil. Okay, like who believed it, man? Like, come on, City will always have money. Okay, that shit ain't gonna run out, man. So, yeah, look, we all knew Pep was a liar. Like when he cried for Aguero, nobody bought it, okay? And the media tried to defend him. And when his brothers came out and spoke about it, yeah, they were right. Nobody bought it except for the media. I don't know if they were trying to be professional or whatever, but let's be honest. So, although to be fair, if he gets Kane and Grealish, which deep down I kind of want that because I want 5 in a row. Okay, I want 5 in a row. Okay, I want 5. He already has. I think he already has 3 and 4. I want like 7 and 10. Okay, that's what I want. I don't care who wins.
So is he winning a CL if he gets Kane and Grealish?
He has to, and his time is running out because Real Madrid are not going to stay weak for long. Barcelona already, they've got Memphis already. Although I don't know if that will do much, but they won't stay weak for long. Bayern are still trying to improve. PSG already have one now, but they're still trying to improve. Chelsea won't stay weak for long. United won't stay weak for long. So he's got to do it soon. I think he needs to do it between like now and maybe 2024 because his time is running out, man. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's getting this finished product, man. This is the first time I think he's getting guys 25 plus. So yeah, I think he can win the Champions League as long as he does it soon.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's away the way road too.
So Red Devil, talk to me.
Yeah, sure. So I think first and foremost, obviously this is still all kind of speculation. As far City actually have come out and actually denied the linkage to, I think, Jack Grealish. So with Harry Kane, I think there's a bit more credibility to that. So, but even then, as I said at the start, like I don't think Spurs are going to sell Harry Kane, to be honest, especially with what's going on with Spurs right now. I mean,
so Kane is stuck at Tottenham for all time.
Well,
so
maybe not.
Wait, but remember our theory. Our theory was he's breaking it at the Euros to bring his price down. So
I mean, well, and the thing is that probably is true. But the thing is, it's the question is Daniel Levy, and like the Daniel Levy, you know. That's it. I'm speechless about Daniel Levy. I don't know. Like, I literally don't know this guy. I think Nuno Spiritov looks like he might be closing on it. In which case, if that's the case, he will probably want Harry Kane to stay at the club. And if that's the case, and Daniel Levy gets supplied, then he's not going anywhere. So I can easily see a situation where Harry Kane will not leave Spurs for City because they finally get a coach Nuno coming in, and the reality is that Villa are not going to sell Jack Grealish for 100 million. Villa have denied that, and also where is Jack Grealish going to play? Because if you're going to spend 100 million on a player, that player is going to start.
He would take Bernardo's place. He would take Bernardo's.
I was going to say the same.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same.
Bernardo's going Atletico. Bernardo wants to go Atletico. He's asked to leave.
He's more of a playmaker. He's more of a playmaker.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't say. I mean, it could be, but I don't necessarily see Jack Grealish playing in that position. But you know, maybe you're right. I don't know. But as to whether Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, if Pep Guardiola had Harry Kane and whether they'd win the Champions League or not, my answer to that is outright no. I think even if he signed them, they wouldn't win the Champions League, and it's simple. The fact that the reason why Pep Guardiola has not won the Champions League is because of Pep. It's because of the players that he hasn't had. Because it's because of himself. He's just great. He's
overthinking. He's overthinking.
He overthinks it. He comes. So even if he signs another 500 million or so players, like if he overthinks it, he's still going to lose the game. You know, that's just the reality of Pep right now. So, but you know, but in terms of cementing the actual league, of course, yes. If he signs Kane and Grealish, and I have no doubt that they'll probably end up winning the Premier League again. But the Champions League, who knows?
How good is the Premier League, though?
What's it called? Core. Talk to me in core.
Yeah, I was saying Jack Grealish is more of a playmaker. He doesn't really give a lot in terms of like crossing in the wings and so forth. And the thing is, I feel like you're gonna have two De Bruynes in the team if you sign him. That's the thing with Jack Grealish is he's a bit. I think he's the second De Bruyne, to be honest. Harry Kane, to be honest, I think would be a perfect signing. I think if City just get Harry Kane this summer, I think that would just be like, to be honest, that would solve their problems. Because last season,
they could get Tammy Abraham. They could get Tammy Abraham for 40 million.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
No.
He needs to step up.
The way
Abraham had many goals.
The way Harry Kane plays, he plays that type of possession football that City play, and he's very good with the link-up play and his hold-up play. So I think he would make a lot of sense to Pep. And then another question I want to ask is, HH, I really want to meet your parents one day. I really do.
Wow, HH. Spread the love, bro. Happy Pride Month, HH. Everybody's asking for your hand, bro.
Can I go next?
I want to be a hunter.
Can I go next, please?
She said to me, "Do you want to be?"
Moving on very swiftly.
The funny thing is, you say your mom around, man.
154 score play. 154 40. So, guys, here it is, man. This is the big one. This is the title run. So before we go there, let me just hit some of these dubs, man, before we really go fully in. Pause. From Abracadabra, thank you for the dub. HH, Pep is coming for Reece James now. No, he is not. No, he is not. Reece James is a UCL winner, and Reece James is going to be the future of Chelsea's right backs.
I heard
So he's
You
coming.
got one for Hakimi, so he might as
Don't
well
read
leave.
what the newspapers say. Reece James ain't going nowhere.
What about
Okay,
Ben Chilwell? I heard
Reece James. No, wait. Can I? Reece James put on a clinic in a UCL final, and he bought. No. Let me know. I don't wait. If Pep is so crass and so classless to buy a player who outperformed and puts your players in his pocket in a CL final, he will stoop to a new low. Pep will stoop to a new low if he does that. So no, he ain't going nowhere. From a boy LSK Laxon who says the rat got HH unhinged. Pest control got a hurry. LSK Laxon, these insults towards Marco will not stand. And pray that Marco never wins a UCL or a Euro. Because if he does, you're going to look real bad. And it doesn't matter how many insults you or you clowns in the live chats mention. He will always be one of the most talented midfielders of his generation.
What has he won though?
So I said talented. That's what I said, talented.
That's something I want to argue with.
From your boy Shane Schubert, thank you for the dub. Shane says, can't win the CL without Messi is the Pep narrative. But at some point of spending, isn't it even less impressive than just winning it with Messi? Here's see, it's an interesting point. So if Pep keeps spending money, and then let's say he eventually wins it, but he wins it after spending 5 trillion, should we still accept the UCL?
No.
You see, that is a very beautiful question, because I'm pretty sure this guy has bought everybody in the current team right now. Maybe except De Bruyne.
So that's my thing, because Shane's point is that yes, you wanted to Messi and so forth, but you've not spent nearly as much as what you're spending at Man City. So if literally, because remember, City is a bottomless pit. You can pretty much spend as much money as you want, as I said. So the money keeps on regurgitating. So if let's say he spends trillions upon trillions, should we still accept the UCL?
No.
AJ, can I speak a little bit about Pep?
Can I please?
Okay. Let me speak to Abdullahi then. So yes, Abdullahi.
AJ, like I said, I've promised every Man City fans. I do not want to talk about Pep. Like having a Pep team is like it's headache over headache each and every time, because that man does it every time. Serious mistake over and over and over, and everybody keeps saying because he's a world class manager, we have to let it go. Really? For somebody
Wait. How is it that a question is asked and you just go and talk about? I said the question is.
I'm coming to your question, AJ. I'm coming to your question.
I don't know, but no, I'm like, this is not your time for you to do any of your Pep slander.
I'm just saying
Pep spends 3 trillion, 4 trillion, and he wins the UCL. Would you still accept it because a win is a win?
Leopard never change his sport. You know how we operate.
AJ, whether I spend 10 billion, whether I spend 10 trillion, euros, pounds, any amount you call it, if you win that UCL, it's still gonna be regarded as the GOAT. So the question you're asking is a forfeit, because it's irrelevant. He's won it already, and it's gonna be a record book. Pep Guardiola wins the UCL with Manchester City. So that's it.
But spending $1 trillion.
Spending $1 trillion, people doesn't care about spending $1 trillion. They will tell you Pep Guardiola wins the UCL. That's it. So they will tell you it's in the record book. That's what they will tell you, regardless of how much you spend. They will tell you it wins the UCL. So that's it.
There will be an asterisk, and I will make sure that on Wikipedia I put an asterisk on Wikipedia that yes, he won it after spending 5 trillion. I will put that and I will sign it, half hope.
With the Sheikh Mansour tell you, I spent 5 trillion for Pep Guardiola to win the UCL. No, they won't tell you that. They will tell you Pep Guardiola is the GOAT manager because he wins.
Then I will remind them that he spent 5 trillion, whereas Mourinho only had 5 kobo and won a treble, only having 5 kobo with FC Porto.
He went too.
Your argument in terms of this, your argument in terms of what you just said now, is irrelevant. It doesn't work because the last
HH,
time we
can I
won
defend
UCL
Pep, please?
was in
Can I defend
2010,
Pep?
and we're in 2021, so it doesn't work. It's irrelevant.
Okay, so what's it called? Let me come to Mr. Holland. Talk. Okay, defend Pep. Then defend Pep. Defend Pep.
So first of all, you can call him a fraud, but call him a UCL fraud. I generally believe we won't win the UCL under Pep. I generally don't believe as a City fan we will win it under Pep, and that's fine. But you just call him a fraud as a UCL fraud, fine. But he's achieved most things. You can slander him in that way, to be honest. But honestly, can I just point out the only reason we're getting Grealish is Bernardo's leaving. He's expressed since last season and the beginning of this season he wants to leave, and Grealish is going to replace him.
I wonder why. Another player that doesn't like Pep. Interesting. Leroy Sané, Bernardo Silva, Yaya Toure.
Yeah, he'll flop. He'll flop at.
Okay, wait. Let's just say here. So, all right. So, guys, this is the one, man. All right, look. It's where things pop off in the Euros, man. It's where things pop off. I have an admission, guys. I've had a vision.
After you speak?
I've had a vision.
Can you say his full name, by the way?
I've had a vision.
Forgive us if we don't trust the vision of the guy that wears shirts.
Can you mute your mic, please? Can I have a vision? Let me just put this. Guys, my dream. See, there's a difference between a dream and reality. So let me just explain those two. My dream: Hazard has a man of the match per performance, and he completely balls with a man of the match performance that ends up knocking out Portugal from the Euros. And Hazard reminds people why he is top 3. That's my dream. The reality is there is a clip that exists on the internet that I still defend, but a clip exists on the internet where I said that Hazard is a better footballer than Cristiano, which I still believe, and I will always believe. But the reality is
Hazard is a bum.
Reality is Cristiano is going to score a penalty.
Say his name
and Cristiano is going to score a penalty and a tap in. Hazard is going to have a disaster class, and people will now use that clip to say, "Hey, half hope, you look at you loser. You said Hazard was better. Cristiano showed him up because he scored a tap in and a penalty." I've seen the future, and I know what's going to happen. Portugal are going to beat Belgium. This is not a reverse psychology. This is not going to be tricky. This is me being fully cold, hard, and factual. So I don't give a damn what any of you guys say here or any of you losers in the live chat say. You can say any crap you want. I don't give a damn. I know what's going to happen, and it is what it is.
Can I go first?
He's about to kick you.
All right, Abdullahi, talk, man.
You see what you see when you're talking, I was just laughing. Inside me, I was smiling. You know why I was smiling? Because you see, Ronaldo has 5 goals, and I kept telling you this about your stupid narratives. I kept telling you that
3 penalties.
Let me talk.
2 goals and 3 penalties. No. You won't talk because get it right. 2 goals and 3 penalties.
Let me speak, You see, if you wanna talk about if you wanna expose someone, you gotta let him feel first before you expose someone. Ronaldo, if you wanna expose Ronaldo, you wanna expose a player. It's not Ronaldo. You need to expose Hazard because for the last 2 years he has been in Siberia. He should be inducted entirely for life. Should not even come out at all. Ronaldo has been balling. You know how many years he's been balling? And you come and telling me you only score penalties and tapping. You don't do that to a football player. You don't do that. You gotta respect that guy. He's a professional player and he's scoring goals. I
should respect a guy who scores penalties and tapping.
You know what's gonna backfire for you? He's on 5
I'm just
goals.
asking you a question. I should respect a player who scores penalties and tappings. That's what you're saying.
Let me speak.
Okay.
Let me speak.
Right.
You have firstly you have to respect Ronaldo first for what he has achieved as a player. And you know what is gonna be scary for you is Ronaldo become the top scorer in Europe and he win that Europe. And I swear to God Almighty, it won't go well for you.
He still hasn't won a World Cup, so
forget about that stupid World Cup. You're talking about Harun as your good. Has Harun won the UCL? Or does he win? Does he even win any club competition? Ronaldo has. Do you know how many Champions League he has won? How many Ballon d'Or he has won? You gotta give someone respect. You can't just say because of one World Cup. What kind of World Cup is that? When a player is playing, you gotta give him respect because he's scoring goals. That is his job as a player. He is scoring goals. No matter how much you hate Ronaldo, this guy is balling. You gotta give him credit. United, Real Madrid.
Wait. What kind of rubbish are you talking? How is he balling if he's scoring many penalties and tap-ins? How is that balling?
But he said
scoring penalties is part of the game.
That people come up with?
See, regardless of how you want to count it.
No. We are talking Portugal, Belgium. That's what we're talking about. So, Red Devil, I'll go to you first. How do you view this game? Do you believe? Because for me, my thing is that Belgian defense has not been tested yet, and I think that's okay. So Pepe, Renato Sanchez, Cristiano, these guys, they did this in 2016. So that's experience you can't really look past. Oh, wait, was Patricio the keeper in 2016? Yeah. Okay, Patricio as well. So there are guys who've really done it, and the other guys. William Carvalho as well. So how much do you think that experience?
Renato Sanchez.
I just said him. So how much do you think that experience of Portugal is going to count in their favor, or do you just trust an amazing Lukaku who on form, De Bruyne, and Belgium be able to get it right?
Well, I mean, it's in the name of the channel. Have hope. So while you might not have
it's an
hope,
irony. It's an irony. The name is an irony. The name is ironic.
I do though. I have hope in this very, very strong Belgium side. That despite
no, Red Devil, no, you don't. No. Let me land. Let me explain Red Devil is a trickster because he says he has what Red Devil wants. Red Devil wants Belgium to lose so that he can now come and say, "Oh, this great golden generation of amazing. How good are they really?"
No. I want to give my point as to why I think that Belgium are going to win this game. Like, for some reason, you don't have hope, despite the fact that they have the likes of Lukaku, De Bruyne, and Eden Hazard, Axel Witsel, Courtois, one of the best goalkeepers. So like they've got
Red Devil,
really good bowling players. For some reason, HH does not have hope. So for the next 1 minute or so, I want to have hope and tell you that Belgium are certainly the favourites going into this game. They've certainly been one of the most impressive teams. Lukaku looks like he's matured greatly, scoring goals, linking up play, actually running deep. The runs they actually made for those goals against Denmark were very, very impressive. And that game was actually key because Belgium being pressed like hell against Denmark and could have lost that game, but they still managed to defend semi okay. And they were able to finish it when their actual quality came on the pitch, i.e. De Bruyne and Hazard came and they bored and did things. So do Portugal have a chance? Yes, they do. You've got Ronaldo, but as we've established, Ronaldo hasn't had a great season this year. Although he's got 5 goals in the Euros so far, and obviously
he scored 29 goals in Serie.
He scored, exactly, 29 in Serie, and obviously his previous Champions Leagues and his previous European Championships speak for themselves. At the end of the day, he's not having a great year. He's not having a great year overall. Whereas you look at likes of KDB, who's been to a CL final, Lukaku winning for Inter and Serie A. They've had better years. They're coming in with more confidence, and the Belgians have a lot of confidence against
Red Devil. Your reverse psychology is shameless.
Reverse psychology here. Bruno Fernandes as well has been playing awful. It's been garbage. We know this, and probably should be dropped, to be honest. And I've already said that Diaz is. I don't know where the whole best defender in the world come because he's been exposed this tournament. So Portugal are basically there for the taking for Belgium, in my opinion. I think actual end probably about 3-1 to Belgium. Just I think Ronaldo, as I said, will score penalty, but that'll be it. So 3-1 to Belgium.
HH, let me go before I'm about to leave.
All right, yes, go for it.
First thing first. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Alvaro, first of his name, carried a Portuguese side that was woeful in the group stage. Carried them on his 36-year-old back. Wow, I don't know how he did it, and finished top scorer in the group stage. Still 36 years old. One of the greatest.
3 penalties to 3.
A hero in his name.
Open
A
goal.
hero is it? You know what's thing? What you know? One thing about superheroes, there's a lot of villains. There's a lot of villains that are trying to get them. You know, Lex Luthor for Superman, Joker, Penguin for Batman. I mean, HH for Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, so
So
far.
HH is Lex Luthor for Ronaldo.
Red Devil, relax. Red Devil, you didn't have to call me Lex Luthor because I'm.
That was a perfect comparison.
Red Devil,
That
that's
was a
messed
perfect
up. That's
comparison.
messed up. Red
I
Devil,
might
that's
just change my AVI right now.
That's
At least you're
Well,
rich
if
compared
you change
to.
the area, I'll throw you out at the hangout. So don't make me Black Luthor. Don't make me Black Luthor. Yes, go for it. Go for it.
Anyways, HH. Anyways,
that can be arranged.
That's hilarious. So this guy, after doing all that, carrying this team, what did UEFA do? They put him on. They put him against Belgium. They put him on a side that's literally World War III, a war zone that has Italy. If Belgium even beats Belgium somehow, some way, by his greatness, by his absolute greatness, if he comes through that dogfight, that war he's gonna have against Belgium with Eden Hazard, with his brother Thorgan Hazard, with KDB, with Lukaku, against that.
Peak Lukaku.
Imagine if he comes out of that, then he has to play Italy.
You're such a narrative man. See, all you guys here, you're such narrative man. So no, let me get this straight. You're building this filthy, stinking narrative of Belgium, of Italy. Okay, look, let me say this right now. If Cristiano shows up and leads Portugal all the way through,
Gala, clip. Finish.
No, wait, hold on.
No, I'm not saying anything. Yes,
guys, don't even bother clipping him. When it comes to Cristiano, don't even bother clipping him.
We almost had it. He was about to say.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says. He's gonna come up with some other excuse. He's gonna come up with some other excuse.
How do you not? How is this guy not? Look at him. Look at this dude. How do you not find this guy extremely annoying? How do you find this guy bad for football?
We love football. That's
oh my god.
We love football.
The most arrogant, self-loving fucking
HH. And let's be honest, this guy, he's a lot of people's hero, man. This guy,
people that need to get some lives. Anybody
One of them has life.
Anybody who wants to have surgery to make themselves look like someone else, you need mental help. But continue.
But anyways, this is gonna be a crazy game, man. And the way Portugal looks against Germany, the way they look against France, the way they be conceding goals left and right. Nelson Semedo, I have a theory about Nelson Semedo. I think HH has sent him. He's a double agent. I'm telling you, this guy he's from the Have Hope agency. That's what it's called. The Have Hope agency.
Academy.
He played well against France.
He has escaped from the Brick Academy by the decree of double agent. And
No. Yassi, you don't understand. This guy, you see, people that flop are not from the Brick Academy. They are actually from HH's tier system. This guy was probably in tier 2. In the right part.
Wait. Okay, no. Because I need to eat and watch a movie. So wait, before I continue. So Red Devil score. How do you think the game will go? And I'm gonna give me a score. Red Devil. Okay, yes, yeah. Okay. No. Yes, then LB. So yes, yeah. Score. How will the game go and score?
Lukaku's gonna get a brace. But Ronaldo's going to score 3 goals, hat-trick. But then KDB is going to score a 90-minute goal. It's going to go to extra time.
3-3?
Yeah, it's going to go to extra time.
Do you want HH to die on the stream?
Now, so someone is going to score an own goal. He's going to score an own goal. But at the same
Oh,
time,
no. Wesker, I'm sniffing cocaine on this. Before the Twitch stream, I'm going to sniff cocaine now. So
This is gonna be a fun stream. It's gonna be a fun stream.
This is gonna end 4-4 at the time.
Bro, you're getting clipped. You're getting clipped left, right, and center. You know.
Listen, guys. If you want to see a shameless white magic witch doctor, tune in at 8 p.m.
Guys, you know what's crazy? If you thought him being on his knees was bad, tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow.
I've never seen
him being on his knees was bad. Tune in tomorrow.
36-year-old. Like, was he really time for 6 years old?
Listen, guys. And I don't care. I have no shame. I'm using every trick.
Thank God, you know.
Oh, pause. That's mad. Pause.
Okay, no. Okay. So yeah. So what score are you going?
Portugal coming out of the penalties. It's going to be 5-4 in penalties. The score is going to be 4-4 after extra time.
Wait, yeah, I said don't tell me.
Okay, so obviously that's clearly not happening, but fair enough. So Gatlock, give me score. Right. How the game go? And give me a score. No. Sorry, I said LB. I did say LB. So LB, how will the game go? And give me a score.
Yeah, really looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be the game of the tournament, in my opinion. Shame that two quality sides have to meet so early on in the tournament, but it is what it is. I think it'll be 2-2 full time. Game will go into extra time, and beyond that into penalties, and I think Belgium will win.
Ooh, okay. Gatlock, talk to me.
I feel if Renato Sanchez plays, he could help Diaz, and I think it could actually be 3-2 Portugal. I feel he might just play Felix. Who knows?
Okay. What's it called? Abdullahi, how the game go?
With the way I've been looking at Portugal, the way they concede left and right, I'm a little bit worried about Samedo, if it's gonna play or Diego Dalot is gonna play. I'm not sure yet, but like it's tough. But I think I'm still gonna stick with Portugal to go to.
So score.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Ronaldo hat-trick.
Rob.
2-2 penalties, and then I think Portugal will win.
Okay. What's it called? YSK.
I don't like this. How much is it Belgium, please?
Guys, can I just say, everyone on this channel and on this panel has no respect for HH's health whatsoever. I mean, these narratives going around front and center. This man just might die, bro. He actually just might die tomorrow. There's so many narratives.
Give me a score. Give me a score.
I'm gonna say a boring 1-0 Belgium.
Yeah. Arman, talk to me. Arman, talk to me, Arman. Red Devil. Okay, so there we go, Arman.
Yo, HH, are you ready? Okay, HH, hear me out. I genuinely believe Portugal's gonna win, genuinely, and I'm not capping here. Did you watch Portugal play? I'm sorry, not Portugal. The Wales and Belgium game from 2016. Do you remember that game?
Mm-hmm.
HH, I'm going to give you an argument as to why Belgium might choke it, okay? That Belgium team has a lot of pressure on them. The golden era. They have a population, as of 2017, 11.25 million people in Belgium. That's not a lot of people. They're really riding on this golden era. Now, to counter that, HH, De Bruyne just started off at Man City in 2016. You had Lukaku not fully world class. The players weren't fully up form in 2016. Now this is their peak. It's ride or die, HH. Can they do it? I think they'll choke. I mean, they're like they did in 2018, HH. They had that opportunity. And then I look at their game. They played Portugal in a friendly, and then they lost 3-1 against Portugal. I don't know if you looked into that game. So, HH, this also Hazard not on form. As much as I know you like him a lot, he's not on form. They have to ride on two players, very good ones, right? KDB and Lukaku. This Lukaku is unbelievable. I mean, like, he's really good with the ball and off the ball. It's not the older Lukaku who was a little bit bulkier, but this Lukaku's, I mean, from what I'm seeing, a lot better with the ball and can dribble and is just so much more miraculous to watch. But HH, at the end of the day, the player that I'm most excited for, and it is not Ronaldo, it is Renato Sanchez, baby. This guy, Renato Sanchez, he literally made me excited to watch Portugal for whatever reason.
Go on. Give me a score. Give me a score.
HH scoreline. I'm gonna hit you 1-0 Portugal.
Who scores the goal?
Probably Ronaldo.
Penalty or penalty, tapping or from open play?
Tapping.
Off free kick.
Free kick.
Tapping.
Beautiful. Guys, peace out, stay true, and let's hope for the right
Hey,
result.
let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak.
All right, cool. All right, go for it. Just tell us how it's going to go and a scoreline.
Please fucking dislike the vid. Hates me. Abuse me.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We shall see you tomorrow. And everything else. So forth, guys. Peace out. Real man. It's real man. It's real. I mean, my Lord in heaven, man. My Lord in heaven. Paul, you are the biggest brick of all time. My God in heaven. I'm here, guys. What's happening, man? After credits, man. After credits, again. 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes. What do you guys? What's up, man? After credits, gang, man. This is for the strict, extreme content crack addicts, man. So what's everyone on, man? Guys, look, man. This Euros, man, is getting deep, and also I need to pause. I need to also post a Copa America thing, and also I think they have. I think what's it called? It's crazy because you have the NBA playoffs, you have Copa America, and Bow Wow is up against Soldier Boy in this whole thing, man. So what's everyone on, man? What's everyone on? Are you seeing a football battle? No, look, man, it's hard to compare between the two. But what I'll say is this, though. What I'll say is this: pick Ronaldinho against a 36-year-old Zidane. We all saw what happened. We also what happened when that went down. So, which is why that was, as much as I love Ronaldinho, and he is definitely one of the most unique players in history, that wasn't good, man. That wasn't good. That wasn't good, man. And that just because it optically it just looked bad. Just how Zidane, a 36-year-old, was able to be man of the match and completely, totally schooled an entire Brazil team, an amazingly talented Brazil team, in that 06 thing. Like, because see, Ronaldinho has 2 blemishes on his resume, which is the 06 game against Brazil. Oh my gosh, yeah, everything was in 06, which was like his year. The 06 game, the World Cup, and also the 06 CL final. So how far do you think Denmark will go? Semis max. Semis max. I think they'll beat either Netherlands or Czech Republic in the quarters. But I don't think they can beat either England or Germany in the semis. So either England or Germany in the semis. It's not happening. No way. So that's, and based on everything that happened, if they were to make the semis, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. If they were to make the semis, that's pretty good, man. Who's the current Ballon d'Or favorite? That's a great question, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because I think, as annoying as it is, and it's annoying, these guys push this bullshit Cristiano Messi narrative. Even if they're on penalties, Cristiano is on 6 goals. So Cristiano's name is there because of 29 goals for Juventus. He's on 6 goals for Portugal. If they beat Belgium, his name will be strong. For Messi, as if Argentina go, because of what's Messi, 30 goals in La Liga, depending on what Messi does for Argentina, how far they go. So there isn't one favorite. They're favorites. I think, unfortunately, Cristiano and Messi are both favorites. We've got to see what Kante does with France. We have to see how the Euros and Copa America end. Whoever wins the Euros or Copa America, that's going to be a really, really big decision. As to say, what's up, man? Gosens or Spinazzola. So I didn't watch the Germany-Hungary game because I was watching the France-Portugal game. Every game I've seen of Spinazzola, he's been really good. He's been Italy's best and most consistent player. And this tournament he's just said, what's up, man? So it's like Dark Lies. Thanks for the love, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that, man. You think England can go far if they beat Germany? Yeah, because if they beat Germany, they face either Sweden or Ukraine. They will beat either Sweden or Ukraine. They already beat Sweden in the previous World Cup already. And if they do that, they face most likely Denmark, Czech Republic, or the Netherlands, who I think they can beat at Wembley. So yeah, if England beats Germany, I think England have a great path to the final, man. I think they have a great path to the final. Thoughts on Ziyech leaving for AC Milan? Great acquisition for AC Milan, and similar to Tammy Abraham, I just think it's not been a great season for him. And if Chelsea are going to be getting new players into the squad, I just don't see where Ziyech fits in. It's what happens. He is still technically a quality player. Didn't happen for him, man. It didn't happen for the dude, man. So you've just got to accept it, man. Which midfielders passed the eye test the most today? Modric. I'm still going to say Verratti. Toni Kroos. Maybe Jorginho. Even if he can be a liability, I still think Jorginho passed the eye test. I think, yeah, those are the ones. Thoughts on Dolberg's performance today? In my opinion, the best individual performance this Euros. You see, my thing is, he scored those 2 goals, but as far as a performance, the best performance I've seen these Euros, I think, was Ronaldo against Ukraine. I think he was super. Like Ronaldo has been this tournament's best player. I think his performance against, I think was it that Ukraine or North Macedonia, against North Macedonia. But Ronaldo's performances have been quality, man. He's like, it is crazy how this player is totally different from the player that we see at Liverpool, man. So he's been amazing. But I'll give you this one. Dolberg's first goal was incredible. Like, when I saw the goal, I had to just applaud. I know that is just a thing of absolute superb beauty. So that goal that he scored, superb. Guys, that's it for me. Okay, last one. Actually, what's the deal for tomorrow? I'm going all out with Indian Taekwondo and of course traditional papaya. I'm thinking Ben and Jerry. So I'm gonna have some suya that I got from Nigeria. I'm gonna have a Malta Guinness. I'm thinking of maybe some olives. I'm thinking of maybe going light because I need to psychologically try and use my wise magic powers. I may go light. So I may go with some olives and some hors d'oeuvres. So something light. So nothing too heavy, just something light. Or I may go heavy. It depends. Is it a jollof or olives and pizza bread? But guys, it's been swell. It's been good. Remember, guys, I'll see you next one. Remember, guys, please think about becoming a Patreon, man. Patreon content is getting pumped in right now. I'm going to post some Patreon content on the Lens feature right now. I'll see you guys on the other one, guys. Peace out. Stay true. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace, 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 peace.